Walk it like I talk it. 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 Walk it like I talk it.
Hey guys, how are you? What is going on? Oh my God. I wasn't even going to do this till tomorrow because I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take a full whole day off because when do I ever do that? Even when I was sick, but I was like, I started getting I started getting comments. Fran, you sending us to voicemail. What's going on? I'm gonna need you to clock in on the YouTube streets. I was in the YouTube streets with the rest of y'all. I just don't always comment, y'all, because they keep me busy at the house. Okay. So I'm just watching with the rest of y'all. I'm not commenting though. So but yeah, I was like, okay. And I fell behind, so I had to finish watching everything. I've watched it now, like it's been a little bit of time. Like it's been about an hour. Like, girl. I had to take a blood pressure pill. Wow. I'm not surprised though. Number one, okay, Sonia, stay in your seat, Sonia. Okay. Sonia's probably so happy, guys. Sonia wants to look. I know some of y'all don't like her, but these are the videos y'all enjoy. Okay. Sonia has exposed herself. Did I not tell you yesterday there was a reason why Sonia's all of a sudden want to tell all her business? First, it was we're just friends. No, we never had sex. We never did anything. He's just my friend. And I'm like, I didn't even watch her whole live. And I was like, she's over there dropping her tea. So what was the reason for that? Because she already knew that it was going to come out. So I mean, she wanted this because she's been saying, y'all aren't even watching all of the videos. Y'all aren't even listening to all of the calls, which means that's code for go listen to the calls. There's more there. Sis wants this. So all of y'all that don't like her, please save it, okay? Like all due respect, y'all drew her out of here, so I don't care. Like for me, it's just part of the story. I don't have any feelings about this woman. But I just want to be clear for all the people who are like, I don't like her. I don't like the sound of her voice. I don't like. She's becoming part of the story. Anyway, I mean, she is part of the story. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, one of the I was not surprised. I want you to be my man. She's a low life. I mean, not even just from a standpoint like, sis, really, you're going out bad. You down bad over there. That's embarrassing. Wow, ma'am, 55, and you are over here thirst trapping for someone's husband who we don't even know what the details are of their marriage. And he's also sitting in the county and he's broke and he has a litany of charges that make him not super duper desirable. It's pretty pathetic. It's pretty pathetic. So are you guys calling in? Do you guys just want to talk about it and we'll react to it tomorrow? Because it's a whole hour video. We'll be here until, well, it's still relatively early, but the video literally just dropped. Some people haven't even watched it yet. Do you guys just want to call in or are we listening? you guys, it's Thursday, it's a call in, so you guys, but I suspect there's 270 here right now. It could be who knows how many people could end up in here. I was gonna say 'cause if you guys start calling in, we're gonna have to keep it at, we're gonna have to keep it at a minimum. We're listening. He guilt tripped S9 bad. What is that S9? You talking about Shirley? Um Shirley gives 0. The one thing, okay, couple of things. Shirley sleeping on, wait, am I losing you guys? Hold on. Oh, okay. Shirley sleeping on an air mattress. Anyone who's sleeping on an air mattress right now, that's your business. Don't take this personal because we don't know you. Okay. We're talking about Shirley. Um, Shirley sleeping on an air mattress right about now. Well, not now, then. I was like, "Oh, okay. Why hadn't you gone to your storage and got your furniture out?" Um, no furniture. Lamont is messy. Lamont is extremely messy. I don't know if it's the fact that Nesto doesn't understand anything. He's difficult to comprehend. Or he's just making shit up. I don't know. He can't be making up everything because he knows that Shirley talked to Lamont. But Lamont is stretching out the truth in a way that is infuriating her husband, aka Nesto, and it's kind of crazy. Um, Let me see. I need to know how to call in. I need to talk about this. Okay, so you guys want to call in and then we'll go through the video. I mean, we could listen to a little bit of it, but I mean, the video literally just dropped like 2 hours ago. Um, and typically, I like to wait to the next day just so, people who want to watch it and want to come over here, they have actually like a chance to get it in. Okay, let's just so um it's Thursday, it's a call in. You haven't heard the video yet, J Fox? What are you waiting for? It was a good one now. Um okay. You'll get the gist of it in just a minute. Um, so basically, the call starts out. So this is the best of my recollection because I feel like how many calls was it? Was it like 4 calls? Let me see. Let me click on it because we can always go over. I mean, honestly, for those of us who listen to it, we could actually go over to Sonia's channel and listen to her lies because Sis has been carrying the heavyweight lie that she's just his friend, even though she let it out the other day that that's not necessarily the case. Um, and so basically, he starts out talking to Shirley on the phone and he is upset because, wait, hold on one second. Let me see. How did it start out? So, okay, he's on the phone with Sonia. And what were they talking about? Let me see. Let me remember. He was talking about like exes, and he was talking about how his um his uh his ex-wife called him up on his wedding day and was sitting up there talking about that she was sorry. And I feel like, okay, so a lot of this had to do with the fact that Nesto, look, we talked about this a little bit yesterday. Shirley makes him feel some type of way. Nesto knows that he is not qualified for a woman like Shirley. I don't know what the women were like that he was married to previously and other women that he'd been with, but Shirley definitely gave him an upgrade. And he might have been able to upgrade in the type of woman that he was able to finesse through dealing with Shirley, right? Not saying that people weren't attractive, but maybe the type of woman and the access that he had increased with her on his resume. Anyway, I just think that she makes him feel quite insecure. And he was basically kind of beating around the bush, telling Sonia like how he knows his worth and how it's interesting. I think this is the pickup from after he talked to Shirley in the calls we listened to yesterday, that basically, she wants to drive a certain type of car. And no matter what type of car you drive, like, who you are on the inside. But what he doesn't understand is he's speaking from his frame of reference, not necessarily like what Shirley is thinking and feeling. So he basically is feeling, I think he's feeling like a man that can't provide for his wife. And he takes it personally because Shirley feels a way about what her set of circumstances are, as she should, but I don't know that it's all his fault. So these two are very dysfunctional and super immature. So the call picks up and he's low key complaining about Shirley to Miss Ma'am. Okay. Miss Ma'am side chick. Okay. And basically trashing Shirley for wanting a nicer vehicle than she's able to afford. And he was laughing because Shirley can't get approved. But part of her problem is him, even though Shirley wasn't sitting on nothing before she met Nesto, because sis was already in financial trouble, taxes, all kinds of mess, and probably wasn't managing her money well. That's how she ran into a creep like him. But he further exacerbated the problem, right? So he's sitting up there shooting the gif and complaining and gossiping about his wife, which to me deserves a punch in the mouth. Okay. And like a real side chick, Sonia was sitting there eating it up. Okay. Let me take a sip of my tea. Let me sip on this tea. No, I'm just kidding. Um, so yeah, she's sitting there enjoying it. Now I dropped the line now, y'all. Um, we'll get into it tomorrow. I'll do it. We'll go through the video tomorrow. I promise. I just feel like everybody hasn't seen it yet, and that thing is a whole hour. Anyway, so he's kind of complaining. He's basically almost telling like some fictitious story about a friend of his, which I guess he's talking about Shirley. I think Shirley will get what she wants as far as a car. You know what? Shirley, if Shirley's making $1 million or $500,000, the fact that her wages are garnished to the point where she can't afford shit, it's irrelevant at this point how much money she makes. You know what I'm saying? She's sleeping on an air mattress and has no furniture at this place in time. She can't get approved for an apartment, and she doesn't have enough credit for a car, and she doesn't have enough cash to pay for one. Shirley is in a mess at damn 69 years old. What do you got to say about that, Bessie? How are you?
Hello, friend. I'm good. How are you, hon?
I'm doing great, thank you. You know what? I'm going to open a couple of things that I got from my PO box, so I'm so excited.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay. Because my granddaughter mailed it, so I wasn't sure. I'm just glad you got it. But
I got a couple of things, so I'm not sure like which box is which box, but
okay.
I'm so excited. I told Farah we'll open up everything tomorrow. So
Well,
we'll do it on live.
I want you to peep it first. I'm gonna send you an email and tell you what it is before, and then you can decide if you want her to.
Do you do you know what kind of a box it is? Is it like a
I would be in a UPS priority.
okay. I will take a look. I will take because I've
No, it
there's
would be in a post office priority, USPS.
okay.
And I'll
I
send you
got
an email and tell you what it is, and then you can decide about.
oh, okay. If it's something like for
It's
not for
sentimental.
children. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm gonna send you an
I
email. I'll tell you, and then you can, yeah. You,
okay.
I don't know if Christmas Day might be the anyway. Okay, but anyway,
Okay.
okay. So it was just cracking me up because I realized that the call that she did in July was after she had trolled you because
She had already been commenting in the
right.
comment sections. Yes.
So that means she was already aware. See, I've been saying for the longest that she was trying to, put that final nail in the coffin of their marriage. I've been saying that for the longest because she's one of them darn conniving ones. But she was not smart enough to know, okay, if you get rid of Shirley, you're getting rid of the money. So
Okay.
with both of them, they're assessing money to each other that neither of them have. Because I don't think he knew that she was such a buster sitting at home. Because remember that time she was still talking about opening this business and that and blah blah blah. So
Mm-hmm.
I think by this today, present day, I think both of their eyes have been opened about each other. I think he's pretty much kicked her to the curb because he realized she done messed up all his money and she don't have nothing to replace it, and she don't even know what she's talking about as a lawyer. She is worthless. So
Right. Well,
now
she's not a lawyer, and she's messing him up with his lawyer.
exactly like she's messing up. She had him thinking she was this big legal aid, and that girl sitting at home babysitting every day and pulling up
Okay.
on that darn ponytail, switching her hair back and forth. She showing how to do nothing. So I think he's just like he's really sick right now. He's sick. He's
Right.
just sick.
Working multiple shifts over at the bar and trying to go live with a baby mom, like a woman who says she's someone's baby mom, but you literally met this man in a one night stand. Glorious, I see you backstage, hun. So just hold on just a minute, okay?
But yeah,
Um,
I was just wondering what you kind of thought about, when you look at all of that foolishness going on. And wasn't too long ago, you're talking about July, then September. What do you think the real deal is today? I think she's been kicked to the curb and she's just trying to get as many coins out of it as she possibly can at this point. Or what do you
well,
think?
I'm gonna say they are still friends because we know he called her while she was on live stream. He called her while she
Mhm.
was over to Tasha K's.
Right.
He called her when she was on live with Carl Thomas's with Latanya Chantel.
Mm-hmm.
And she had hearts in her phone on his
Oh, yeah.
name and all of that stuff. i
Uh,
i don't know. Look, this is what we learned, at least what I got to from the call to from the series of calls this evening, is
uh-huh.
that Nesto is using both of them. He was
Mhm.
talking to Shirley, doing what he had to do, checking the boxes to make sure ma'am is paying off that legal bill, because he said he
Mhm.
sees that as an insurance policy. That's like a mortgage to him. So
Yeah.
she's got that paid off, whether he uses BC or not. He knows he'll have credit.
Mhm.
He knows that his legal is paid off. That's why he is working her so hard to run and pay off that legal note for him. So he's using her for that. That's one thing. So
Um,
he basically kind of divulged when he talked to so he starts off with Sonia complaining about Shirley not being happy about getting like a quote unquote regular car. Then it's a Shirley call and Shirley is aggravated. Um, I mean, she's kind of aggravated again.
mhm.
And they're talking about after he finishes trashing her, he talks to her about it's Valentine's Day and saying, or maybe it was another Sonia call, but after he talks to Sonia, he's talking to Shirley like he normally does. Like I've told you, when you look at
Mhm.
these phone logs, he'll talk to one, hang up, call the next one, and it's like two
Mhm.
different conversations. And he's such a liar. Okay.
Yeah.
And when he said to Shirley, "How do you like your scooter?" And she was like, "What? What scooter are you talking about?"
Uh-huh.
I don't know if he messed up at that moment, thinking he was talking to Sonia about her little scooter, her little electric bike, or
Yeah.
was he actually talking about Shirley and her new car? I don't really know, whatever she ended up getting. But he tells Sonia that he's done with Shirley and it's over,
Mhm.
or it's gonna be over. And then he talks to Shirley the next few minutes when he's done, and then he's like, "I'm so sorry, I'm not there to buy you roses. I'm gonna buy you a
Mhm.
thousand roses when I get out." It's like, sir, which one is it? Which
Well,
one is
Shirley
it?
sounded like
So
she was waking up like, yeah, you'll buy me 1,000, but you'll use my credit card to do it. I think she felt like she sounded like she was like she said telling him, yeah, yeah, yeah. And like when I think yesterday when a call when he called Shirley and she was at the restaurant and you said, well, why did he say hello, who is this? I said, he's probably dialing them two people back and forth so much, just like that movie, The Stepfather, when he's
mm-hmm.
running between them two families. He's like, wait a minute, where am I? That's what he sounded because when Shirley picked up the phone, she sounded totally different. And I said, he
Right.
probably think he called her and something.
Because he heard something in the voice where it was a
Yeah,
little off and it was just kind of like, did I call the right person for a
right.
second?
Because she
So
was
yeah,
happy. She was
yeah.
happy.
Yeah, she's out having a nice time.
Yeah.
I want to thank Turk for the super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's really nice for you to say. I love talking to you guys, so it really doesn't even feel like hard work, but I appreciate it. Glorious, I'll get you in just a second. So Thessie, tell me, so what else, like anything else you want to leave us with?
Well,
Um,
that's it. I just think it's a great time right now. And again, I don't think anybody in this whole scenario have completely clean hands. But
no.
I'm close to Shirley's age. I'm 62.
Mm-hmm.
And I absolutely cannot fathom sleeping on a freaking air mattress. And like I said, at this point, he's sleeping on something more comfortable than what she is. And this is
Why
just
isn't she going into the storage to get the bed out? Like hire two men in a we live in the South. There's a thing called two men in a truck. I
right.
don't know if they have that up north, but it's called two men in a truck and you can hire two movers, a truck, and it's maybe I don't know how much it is now, but it's not she could probably do it for less than $1,000, $500 and get whatever she needs, have them go through that storage and get what she needs to put into her
Mhm.
apartment
I
and
can't
the
imagine who the heck is advising her. Who told her to get a mattress? But when we were on yesterday, and this same point came up about someone in the chat had compared them to Oprah and Stedman, and I said, I felt like that was so appropriate because he could have. Think about Stedman. You're in Charlotte. I'm in Greensboro. And
Mhm,
Stedman's family, like I took care of his grandmother, and that stayed in this area called the Grove in Greensboro, not
mhm.
high income and all. So, but he got with Oprah, and we haven't heard a peep out of him since. He's just being the gentleman. He's doing whatever he need to do at the house. All these years they've been together, and Dum Dum Nesto could have had the same thing. Like it's Shirley's money. If she want to spend
But
it on buying a husband, do it.
right, but also the thing with Stedman too is, I mean, yes, but I mean, I don't know, maybe his businesses came from her, I don't know. But they say he's a successful businessman in his own right.
Yeah,
He might
yeah,
not have her money, but
right.
he does okay. The
Yeah,
difference
I
with
mean,
Nesto
he's
is that
not a
he is a
bum,
convicted felon.
right?
That's why where I'm like, you know what, we can't really compare. Like you can there. She's a woman, he's a man, right?
Well, I mean, in
So
terms of just appreciate. Now he's saying stuff like, "Oh, I didn't recognize what hit." But man, you had a freaking jackpot. You had the darn lotto, and you went and bought a darn dollar scratch off.
you know what? I don't think he had a jackpot. He had a lottery ticket.
Hmm.
Shirley is about a lottery ticket that could be worth millions of dollars, but she's
Yeah,
not because she's like the rest of us and like everyone else, flawed, right? We all have our flaws.
right,
Shirley is in her mink coat, her nice jewelry, and some cute jeans and heels, right? Shirley
right.
owes a lot of money to the IRS.
Yes, she
Shirley has a
does.
lot of garnishments. Shirley is not new to eviction. Shirley is not perfect, right?
No,
Um,
but I
I'm
mean, in
just
terms
saying
of the
she got with
lifestyle.
Nesto because well her lifestyle's fake.
Mhm,
I mean if you're not financially sound just because you're driving a nice car doesn't mean you're rich. She's
mhm.
playing rich. You know what I'm saying? Like she's playing I'm doing well for myself, but she's really not because her finances are messed up. How many
But
years did she Go
For
ahead.
some people, that's good enough. Like there are people who their philosophy is that they're not trying to leave money here. Like they live the you can't take it with you life. They
Yeah,
don't
but
think
Shirley
about
could go to jail for tax evasion. That's not I'm not leaving money. It's not I'm going to spend until I'm not going to save.
right.
It's I owe over $500,000 in taxes. That means I don't pay taxes. I
Mm-hmm.
don't do this and that. I don't pay bills. I don't pay landlords. I don't pay people what I owe. I'm default. You know what I mean? Like sis
Yeah.
had issues. That's how she ended
Right.
up with Nesto. So they're not really to me, they don't compare. I've never heard
Okay.
anything about Oprah and Stedman financially fleecing
Right.
people, or you know what I mean? Seems like Oprah worked really hard to, however people want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I see what you mean. I
you
get you. I
know,
get you. Mm-hmm.
but
Well,
great
okay.
point though. Great point though. I do see what you're saying. But Shirley is in the position she's in because she wasn't in the best position when she met him anyway. She was relying on friends to hook her up, which there's
Mm-hmm.
nothing wrong with that. But look what happened.
Right.
Sometimes it's better to go out on your own. You know what I mean?
Girl.
Not always try to take the hookup.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, friend. I don't want to hold you up any longer. And
Oh,
Merry
no
Christmas to
worries.
everyone.
Yes, thank you. You too. Okay,
Thank
take
you.
care. All
You
right. Okay.
too.
Bye-bye.
Mm.
Hey, Glorious. Erica, I got you backstage, okay? So I'll get you next. Glorious, tell me what's going on. What do you
Okay,
think? Hey, how are you?
good. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Girl.
Wasn't it a mess?
Look, I had to write this stuff down because
You had to take some notes.
I'm serious. I'm sitting here taking notes
It
like
was a
I'm at
lot.
a job.
I had
Um,
to refresh my memory because it was basically like four different calls in one. So it was kind of a lot. I had to like listen for a second just to kind of like, okay, yeah. This is how it started. Okay.
it it's the gift that keeps on giving. This is just ridiculous at this point. So I mean, this is my opinion. All of this is my opinion, but
Yes, please.
yeah,
Absolutely.
my opinion, allegedly, and all of that stuff. Okay.
Yes. Disclaimer is
But
running across the bottom. Go.
there you
Yeah.
go. There you go. But it's just ridiculous. Let me just first of all touch on what I heard tonight about the Shirley incident on the floor. Please, can somebody explain to me? I mean, I just it's beyond reason. I make a good living, but it's beyond reason that someone at that big age, 69 years old, making a half, even if it we'll say the low end, low ball end, a $500,000 a year is sleeping on the floor.
It makes no
I know
sense.
the math is just not mathing. I'm not understanding that. I know, and there has to be, to me, my opinion, some serious areas of financial
Well, he said it.
irresponsibility.
He said that the garnishments, he said the government's in her money. I told you guys this. I showed you guys her bankruptcy.
Right.
She owes a ton of money, and she owes a year's salary in just to the IRS. Then Georgia, then the garnishments because of the evictions that she got stuck with. Okay. Ma'am owes people money. So when she gets her check minus her current wage taxes, if she's getting them taken out, she could be 1099ing it. Um, but she is getting hellified garnishments. So her check, even if it's $40,000, she might be coming out with eight, nine, $10,000.
Oh my
Even though
goodness.
that might sound like okay, that should be enough because that's the equivalent to $100,000 a year, a little
Yeah.
more than that. But if your rent is five, six, $7,000, you got a car payment, you're helping your daughter, all of that stuff, that $10,000 is going to go quick. So
Well,
we don't
yeah,
even
but
know
then
check
Honey,
it.
you just need to live within your means then. You don't need to be worried about no G-Wagon or anything else. You just needed to have been living in your means, because this, I have never seen, to be honest with you, I've never seen this before. I've never seen anything like that before. And I would say, like, a person like me or where I work, that could not be me, because I would be fired. So
Well,
that
people are going to start to wonder about your judgment and like, your risk, especially if you have a job where you have some fiduciary
yeah,
responsibility, or you are a representative to the company, to the public. If you are out here and there's a light being shined on you, and people are questioning your judgment, that can have an effect on your job. That's when your personal life starts to bleed in to your professional life, and you have to sit and have those difficult conversations with HR, and they have to get a little bit up into your business. And not to
yes,
say that you have to share, but they can ask if they feel like there's some interference. They can ask. Whether you choose to share or not is up to you. But if they feel like they gave you an opportunity, they provided you resources, they want the noise or the risk to quiet down, or they
yeah.
start getting phone calls to ethics, or your manager, people do that. And because especially with social media, people call people's jobs all the time to try to get them fired. So let's just say, you know what I mean? Like, people could be calling iHeartRadio, like, do you know that Shirley's husband is that, like, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes right now. I hadn't even thought about that, but I'm just thinking, like, gosh, I wonder if people are calling, like, the radio stations, or people calling her job. Are they blowing up the strawberry letters? Are they sending links to these videos? Like, there could be people doing that as quiet as it's kept. And yeah, they're all up in her business. So yeah, it can be crazy.
It's beyond ridiculous. And then
Hmm.
when she said about, when she asked about, oh, I forgot if she asked or if he said something about the car note. I'm like, this, excuse me, I was going to say, this person is in jail, and you're having to ask him about a car note that you're driving. I mean, that I was just floored with that.
Well,
So
how about
there's like
this?
no clue here.
You've had the car now since maybe November or December, and you're asking him when the car payment is due. And I think this was a call
Girl.
when she asked him about the car. This was a call that was posted in February. And he says, "Oh, it's due on the 10th." Well, it was the 14th. She's had the car since somewhere in November. Not maybe it wasn't November, but it was possibly December by the
Yeah.
time Dion and her went and got it. I forget what the time period, but let's say late November into December, because it took a few weeks for them to go get it, and they had to drive to South Carolina and all that stuff, right? So how much behind is the car payment now? Because you went and pulled it
And
out the
why are you not
auction,
asking? Why are you not taking? Why are you not?
because she doesn't care. She's not
Oh my
used to
God.
paying. She's got she probably has a credit score of 400.
Oh
And then,
my
so on
God.
top of everything, she doesn't even get approved. Like, she can't barely get approved for an apartment. She can't get approved to buy a car. They told her she needs a cosigner or cash. She can't get approved for the type of place that she wants to live in because her name is messed up. Her credit is and her money isn't computing. She has a good salary, but she has garnishments, and she has high overhead. And that's just coming in the door without even having paid for anything yet. So she could be getting a 40 something $1,000 check, but when she gets the money to her account, her direct deposit could be $8,000.
It is just beyond. That's beyond
It's
belief.
isn't
That's
it
beyond
awful?
belief.
It's
It's
like you
beyond.
make the money, but you don't have the money. Meanwhile, the messed up thing to me is that you see your coworkers, they're off to Greece, they're in Bali.
And you're on the
Carla's
floor.
over there, Beyonce, and she is on a blow up mattress on the
On the
floor.
floor.
I was like, Shirley,
Yeah, and
like,
I was sitting there with my jaw open. I couldn't even. I was like, I don't. I kind of, you know it, we hear it, but or you hear it, I should say, but then to hear it said, I'm like, am I really listening to this? Am I
I
really?
don't I don't think people believed it. So I don't think a lot of people don't believe some of this stuff until they hear it. So yes, Shirley's money is funny. Yes, she makes a certain salary, but it's not going very far because of all of the garnishments and her, and her finances, her financial history, right?
Right.
Um and Nesto is certified using her. Absolutely.
I
So what do
mean,
you Go ahead. Go ahead.
apparently, I did want to go. I don't want to because I know you got people lined
Well,
up.
no, go through your points. I got
Yeah.
Erica,
Okay.
a snack, and Rhonda lined up. So
So
yeah,
I'm gonna make it
go
real
ahead.
quick because
Go through your
I know
list. Yeah.
everybody has something to say at this point. So and it was the calls where I mean I saw I mean I don't know how much more I could be disgusted. A disgusting view, in my opinion, of Nesto acting like a straight pimp on the
Mm-hmm.
call. I mean, he
Mm-hmm.
just got indignant kind of pimp on the call with with Sonia. I mean, I was like, man,
Mm-hmm.
this is another side I'm not even believing. I mean, and she was acting to me, in my opinion, acting like a begging fool. I mean, are you begging
She's
uh,
thirsty.
for this
She's
ninja? You begging
she's
for him?
thirsty. Yes. Remember when he said he was talking to Dre and he said, "Ain't nobody." I'm imitating him because I don't really use this. I know I use Ninja, but to get my point across, because that's what we use over here on YouTube. But he said, "Ain't nobody looking for no nigga for 5 weeks." When he found out that Sonya was searching him out for 5 weeks to find him, that meant something to him. Sis is I don't care what she says. Ma'am was looking for him like a bloodhound for 5 weeks and found out he was in the clink and has been talking to him and capping for him ever since. Ma'am is not like that's her boo.
But
And then
I'm trying
I'm
to figure
like,
out what I'm
"Man."
trying. I'm trying. I'm trying to figure out in the way he was talking to her. Well, you fess, come on with it. Say what you got to say. No, no, no. Say, his tone and everything. I was like, okay, this is new.
Yeah,
His tone. No, you got to say what you got to say. Say what you want. But I'm like, so I'm asking myself, is this man's thing sugar? What the heck?
you know what?
What
It's one of those things. It doesn't
what
matter
is
because you like to them it is. Yeah, maybe. Mhm.
it? Okay. Well, I'm guessing so because and I thought about the Ebony Steele thing. So this is not new for him, that he's able to yeah, pull
I
women and
can't
have this kind of
tomorrow when we listen to Ebony, when we listen to it again, I need to rehear what he said. Was that Ebony who said he was a good man or Shirley who said, I think it was Ebony, even when he was breaking up with Ebony, she had texted him and said he was a good man or something. I don't know. Meanwhile, he was getting with Shirley. So I don't know. We have to listen to that tomorrow. But yeah,
okay.
crazy.
Okay, yeah, this is
Yeah,
crazy. And
you're you
it
are you're not by yourself. Everybody's like, what?
yeah, what is this? And then but she was caught in a complete, in my opinion, a lie. I mean, she said I mean, she said that she really wanted to be his one. I mean, in so many words, I really want to be your woman, and I don't want you to put egg on my face that you decide that you're gonna get back with her after doing. I'm like, oh gosh.
She's stupid. She's dumb. She put egg on her face when she opened her mouth to tell a man who's married that you want him to be your boyfriend. Like, ma'am, how old are you? 12? You're 55.
This is
He
beyond
should
belief.
be
Okay.
telling you, I don't want you to go anywhere. You're so valuable to me. You are really making stuff happen and I really appreciate you being there for me. When I'm in a
Well,
position,
and that's not the way he approached her. That's not the
he
way he
could have been
approached her, at least
no,
tonight.
but I'm saying he could have
Okay.
been suave with it and she would have been like, "Oh my god." Like she would have, but no. She sat up there and was begging. Yeah.
Oh,
She's
okay.
weird. She's a weirdo.
All right.
Mhm.
Well, thank you for
We'll
calling
talk
me
about
up.
it more tomorrow. We'll go through
Yeah.
the call. We'll go through the whole thing tomorrow. We will break it on down. So, but yeah, this is good. I'm glad we had a chance to talk about it first.
Right.
And then we'll go through it tomorrow, and then we'll try to get through it as fast as possible, and then we'll take some calls at the end.
All right, I'll go back down into the comments.
Okay, glorious. Okay. All right.
All
Take care.
right,
Have a good night.
bye.
Okay. Hi, Erica.
Okay,
Wait.
have a good night.
Hi,
Okay.
Erica.
Hi, Erica. Hi.
Okay, put your Erica, put your TV or your phone on mute. I'm gonna bring you back, but just so we don't have to hear the echo.
Okay.
Okay, we good?
Oh my
Okay, yes.
God.
Hi, Erica.
Wait, hold on, Fran.
Okay, let me tell Rhonda, a snack, and Nicole, you guys are up next. Okay, so just hold on. And then I see Vicky behind you guys. Okay, so you guys all hold on. Okay, Erica, I see
What?
you.
Oh my God. Okay. Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Oh my God. Oh no. What? Fran.
Do you think that she went live
Uh,
yesterday to save face because she was getting ready to be exposed for the lies?
hello, Fran?
Yes, can you hear me?
Fran?
Yes.
This is ridiculous.
Can you hear me? Erica, can you hear me? Erica, we can hear you.
Can you hear me? No, Fran.
Erica, we can hear you.
Oh. Can you hear me? No. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Erica,
Okay, this is Erica. Listen, you need to get so if you are calling through your phone, click out of the live. Click out of the live and just call back in through the link and get out of the live. Put it on your TV or something and then mute it when you come on live. But if you have me in your phone or your tablet, get out of it because it's going to double sound and it's not going to it's difficult to understand. Can you hear me? Erica? Okay, Erica. So if you're listening now, just drop out of the live, like click out of the actual live and then come back into the call in, okay? And I'll just leave you where you're at. But if you click down, I'll bring you up after Rhonda, okay? So just turn off the volume and try one more time. Erica, you there? Okay, she may have, I'm not sure what she did, but maybe she's trying to turn off her sound. Erica, just hold on. Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. I'm
What's
glad you're
going
feeling
on?
better.
Oh my God.
Though,
It took me like 10 days to recover.
how many?
10.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it took a minute. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, you sound great.
Thank you.
About these calls today, I couldn't really keep up. I couldn't hardly understand old country
Oh,
funkin'. I wanted to jump through my phone on Shirley and him, but when it got to him and Sonia, I'm like, well, this call came out, but do you think that she moved to Atlanta because of him? Because she knew she wanted him as her man? Or am I fast forwarding something? You know what I mean?
I could see that. So look, her daughter already lives in Atlanta, and she had
Mm-hmm.
told us once upon a time that she was moving her son there to be closer.
Right.
Nicole, I see you, Nicole. Make sure that your device is connected to. Okay, so Nicole, I see you calling in. So wherever you're behind Vicky. I look. I'm gonna say that short answer yes. The
Mm-hmm.
beat around the bush answer is she has her daughter there. She has her son there. I
What?
think she has some ties there a little bit. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe maybe it's a convenient situation, so she's got her kids there. It gives her an excuse to be by the kids, and it's not far from Florida anyway. But yeah, I mean, and then
Right.
Nesto was like a convenient um situation because I mean she works in bars, so she could get a job easily. She's you know she
Yeah.
works in the office. She probably knows how to order liquor. She probably sits there and orders food, liquor. maybe does receipts. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's what
Yeah.
she does. She's an office manager in pubs, like in clubs and bars and whatever. So she could be counting money, making deposits, ordering liquor, food, maybe
Hmm.
doing a little. Yeah, I mean, she's an office person. I mean, what you gonna say? Like, she's an administrative assistant.
Right, and she's claiming that she's scared. She ought to be scared because he's a idiot. He's an idiot, and for the audacity of him making fun of Shirley sleeping on a mattress when she lives in a 1 bedroom, he made a point of that too. 1 bedroom.
By
Well, that's what
herself.
Sonia
Wait, by
is in a
herself with no life. Okay.
right. Exactly.
Okay.
So the nerve. I
So
mean, he's just trying
he was talking about her.
to. Was he? Or was he
No, I'm
talking
no,
about Shirley?
I'm just saying figuratively,
Oh
when
yeah.
he described the bloggers,
Hmm.
he basically is now describing Sonia.
Right.
Yeah. Little did he
But
know. The fact that he told his wife's business to another woman
yeah. Oh,
gives
oh,
him a smack in the teeth. Okay.
girl.
Like you don't
When you
run your wife's business. You don't run your people's business to outsiders.
and all
Like
that she's done to
you
him,
just
done
don't.
for him, I wanted to jump through this phone and just smack him upside the head.
Yeah. It's
Ah,
like, how dare you?
right. I live in California and they used to be out here and I called it and I always win tickets over there at her stage. I want to call in so bad, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to want to discuss that. I want to call in so bad and say, "Girl, I hope you left him for good. Your divorce is about to be final because he is talking mucho about you."
Yeah.
I want to. I heard you make that statement about you don't know if people are calling in,
They
but I
could
want to
be.
call in so bad.
Yeah, they very well could be. And that would be very embarrassing for her, but she's got to cut her losses. This guy is
Yeah.
career suicide for her. He is not someone good to have on the team. He exercises no good discretion and anything is up for grabs, and at the end of the day, you know, to me it's this is how I feel. It's not what you say when we're together, it's what you say about me when we're not together. And if I
Exactly.
found out that I have a friend who is talking about me, or a boyfriend, a husband, like my husband, in-law, like, so if anyone is talking about me behind my back, I got to cut you off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
That
if
part.
that's how you really feel, then I'm done. And
But
it's no argument, it's no nothing, it's just over. So the fact that he's sitting there running her business to a woman who is running for next girlfriend, he's
right.
totally out of order. And the fact that Sonia even parted her lips to say, "You want me to smack her?" Did you catch
Oh,
that when she said that under
I
her breath?
I miss that. The
He was
nerve.
mad about something and then she goes, "You want me to smack her?"
I didn't hear that part because I was so focused on trying to understand his little codes and stuff. So I kind of lost track in the earlier calls too.
Mhm.
I wanted to make one more point and I
Okay.
forgot that quick. But meanwhile, I had to find you live again because the screen is different now. They booted me out, and now everybody is like black screen. So I guess this is a
Mm.
new hookup for YouTube. But
Wait, so where on your in
as I'm
YouTube or in
uh-huh
StreamYard?
in
As you're
YouTube.
talking in StreamYard.
No,
So on YouTube,
yeah. In the chat, I had to find you again and all it booted me out and the screen is black and everybody's writing in white or whatever, but it's
oh,
really nice.
you might be in dark mode. Okay, so that's
Oh, okay.
probably dark mode, or you also could have opted in for ambient. There's ambient mode and dark mode. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I always had my phone set in dark mode, so I was like, that's But yeah, I think they made there's some options available if how you want to look at your screen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
I've
didn't
been
realize.
doing like dark and ambient. I've been doing
Uh-huh.
ambient since it's been available, but I've always had my phone in dark mode. So
No, I like it
um
like this. And then this one more point, and then I'll
uh-huh.
let somebody else
Oh,
come
you're
up.
fine. Uh-huh. Go ahead. Mhm.
What did I want to say? Oh shoot, I forgot. Oh, okay. Well, that's it. I'll just write
Well,
it
just
in the.
hold on a second. I mean, you can
Okay.
hold on. I'll go. Let me see if I can get Erica on the line.
Oh yeah.
Erica's
Okay.
back, and then I got a snack, a Vicky, Pat, and then Nicole. So just hold on a second. I'll after I talk to Erica.
Okay.
So just get a piece of paper, write it down. So just
Right, like the
hold on
other
to it.
caller.
Exactly. Hold on to it. Yeah. Get your notes. Okay. Hold on. Erica, are you good?
Fran?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Hi,
Yay!
hi, hi.
Hi. Hi,
Hi, hi,
Erica. How are
chat.
you?
Hi, Fran. We love you and thank you for all the hard work that you
Oh, you're
do.
so sweet. Thank
But
you.
for real though, I'm like the other callers. I take notes. I just want
Mhm.
to know what do you think about I vacillate back and forth with this. Sometimes I feel sorry for Shirley, sometimes I don't. I go back and forth. Now moving forward with Sonia with this begging or whatever, like what do you think her next move is gonna be like with this begging? You know what I'm saying? Like is she really catching on to this or do you think that she's really like um being at peace with herself and like he's not for me or whatever because he's basically he has flipped the script on her. He was so nice and sweet at one point. Now he like he gunning for her like don't do that, don't talk about that, don't she was like they think I'm your boyfriend. He was like what, you know what I'm saying? Like now he not even he not claiming you, girl. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what do you think Sonia's next move is gonna be? Like, is she gonna just keep fighting for him or what? Or just sit up here and look stupid? Hi, Sonia.
I know, right?
Like for real though.
Yes, Sonia, hit the like button.
Mm.
Well, look, okay, so you saw the interview, right?
Yeah.
You
I
saw
gotta
the
replay it.
interview.
I gotta I'm a
Um,
mm-mm.
well, you saw the interview. She's been live
Mm-hmm.
a couple of times. Nesto
Mm-hmm.
is in her phone with hearts and all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's her. I look. Keep in mind, and I don't know you personally, right? But
Mm-hmm.
Sonia's not me and Sonia's not you. There are
Mm-hmm.
some women out here that are happy to just get their brakes dusted off once or twice a month,
Mm.
once a year. We don't
Mm.
really know how thirsty ma'am is. Just because
Mm.
she is, she's an okay looking 55-year-old woman
Mhm, mhm,
doesn't mean because you deserve better and you want better, the better for her isn't the fact that she has a captive audience right now. Sonia
mm,
is annoying. Sonia
mm.
talks a lot. Sonia
And he
dates
feels
younger
that.
men. Sonia is not the type of woman that a man who is in his 50s or 60s
Will
probably
go for him.
wants
Mm.
because she is what does she have to bring? Not even so much that what does she have to bring to the table, but
Mhm.
a
What can
guy
she
at
do for him?
a
Nothing.
guy
He
right
sees it
a
already.
guy at this point in his life who is like, let's say in his 50s, even though she is attractive, she can't give him babies. She's got
Mhm.
grown kids. Like he would want her daughter. A man in his 50s
Mhm.
wants a woman
Mhm.
who is in her 30s and attractive like her daughter.
Mm.
So she is aged out of her own age group because the type
Mm.
of man she wants usually wants someone in their 30s
Younger.
that's
Mhm.
like her daughter. Okay.
Mm.
Now, she's not a businesswoman.
Mm.
She talks business, but she
Mm.
has no material. She has no resume to show us other than,
No.
oh, I had a guy who wanted to do this, and I had someone who did wanted to do that, and
Mm.
someone wanted me to rent a club, or someone wanted to hire me to do this or that, and she
Mm.
doesn't have any successful track record to make
Mm.
her a equal or a power couple.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
she's got
Mm.
no qualities to be a power couple.
Mm.
She's not going to rear children because she's too, she's that
She's
part of her life is over. She's a
right.
grandmother, right? She's not sophisticated enough to bring
Mm,
her around
mm.
your grown kids and
She can't
grandkids.
hold her own.
If
Mm,
you're a sophisticated older man, she's trashy. She's not classy.
mm, mm,
You see who
mm,
her friends are? Like
mm,
that's who you
mm,
want, if you are a CEO or you are someone who is highly compensated, you're going to bring ma'am to the parties. Like
mm,
she talks too much and
mm,
she doesn't have anything to show for it.
mm,
You know
mm,
what I mean?
mm,
Most women who have a powerful man, they know how to have small talk conversations, be social, smile.
mm,
This woman wants to be with the guys and she wants to talk shit. She wants to talk about business, but you don't have a proven track record. Like you guys
mm.
are you there she's not it.
Mm-mm.
She's
You
not
not
it.
that.
She
And
doesn't
you,
have a
you
career. She
mm-mm.
can't she's not on the level of the type of what she's talking about. She has no proven
Mm-mm.
track. That's my point. Um
Mm-mm.
and she's not a type of woman like she has too many male friends. She's not the type of
Mm-hmm.
woman that a
He spoke
man
on that. He
is
said
going
that.
to feel comfortable with. He feels comfortable with her because he doesn't care what she does. He told her she could go have 100 eggplants, but he's not
Mm,
gonna care because it's how you
mm,
treat me.
And he
That's how
told her, "You gonna lay
yeah.
down. You gonna get down or lay down." He was like, "Look, this is what it is. If you're not with it, then don't be with it." And she was like, "Oh no, 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 I'm okay." She started backpedaling or whatever. I'm like, "Girl." I'm like, "Whatever." I'm like, "Girl," and he
I think
basically told her.
yeah. What people have to realize is I think that Nesto has some ideas about how he um deals with certain women and that's what see I've talked about this a million times the Madonna horror complex. He's
Mm,
got Shirley is the virtuous woman in his life and Sonia represents, I'm not calling her a whore. It's a psychology term, Madonna whore. It's
mm,
a man, it's a situation or it's a phenomenon or however you want to call it,
mm-hmm,
where men pick who have multiple women, a woman who really represents a more virtuous,
mm.
wholesome
The
type
bottom
of
B. Mm,
and that would be Shirley. And the
mm,
whore who is sexy and he can have his fantasies and all of those things, right?
mm,
So that's he puts Shirley on a pedestal, but he's also using Shirley. Shirley is
mm,
his
mm, mm,
trophy. And in a way, Sonia could be a trophy too, but she's going to be running around earning money,
mm.
capping, doing all of those things. You know what I'm
Mm, mm,
saying? So,
mm.
yeah.
Yeah, and she was like, "Well, they think you're my girlfriend." He was like, "What? Who? Who said that?"
Because that's how she set it up. That's what she wants
Mm,
people to think. So rather than beating around the bush, she's not mad that people think that she's the girlfriend. She
mm,
loves it.
mm, mm,
If
mm,
she hated it so much, we wouldn't even know who she is right now.
mm,
Nobody outed her until she started outing herself.
mm,
Her
mm,
name was
mm,
put out here, okay, fine. But she started peekabooing out here on the YouTube streets. She's been commenting out here on the YouTube streets. And she came out with Miss Waller and tried to like play in people's
mm,
faces like nobody knew what her name was.
mm,
And of
mm,
course,
mm.
like, come on,
Mm-mm.
stop
That's
it.
all. That's all I got to say. I was shocked, like the other caller said. I was thinking, like, wow. I mean, we've all been there, done that. Everybody played the fool sometime at some point in life, but not like this, though. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, girl, I'm just like, whatever. And I don't know. I don't know. But he just, I don't know. It's like a pimp and a hoe. They
Okay.
brainwash them. You know what
Well,
I'm
she
saying?
said that she thought that's what he was when she met him.
Mm-mm.
They didn't meet at
Mm-mm.
an empty building. They met on that coach,
Mm-mm.
and that's what she thought.
Mm-mm.
And that's how they met. They met
Mm.
on some sort of function. I don't know
Mm-mm.
what the function was, but it was not that's a cute story that you
Mm,
walked
mm,
into the
mm,
building and he was renting it and everything, but we've heard the calls and she
mm,
said when I first met you and you were on the coach and we were talking and I asked
mm,
you, are you blah blah blah, are you
mm,
are you a PIMP?
mm,
And he said, "Well, would that scare you?" And she was like,
mm,
"No, because I'm smart." So I
Mm,
mean,
mm-mm.
she's a certain type of woman. You guys are giving her a little bit too much credit.
And she said, I'm built for this. I'm built for this. Built for
I don't.
what, girl?
Okay.
Built for
Okay.
what?
Okay.
And I
You know.
have a, I'm, and I'm gonna say this.
Mhm,
I'm gonna go on because other people got to
okay.
talk. But one of my girlfriends, I was like, girl, and she not really into it. I just called her. Her voicemail came on. I was like, girl, Shirley sleeping on the air mattress. Bye. I just hung up. I was like, girl, she on the air mattress. Bye. She called me right back. So people,
She wants
Sonia,
to know now.
Sonia, if you're listening, people are into it, and people that are not into it are still into it.
Well,
So,
Sonia might be sleeping on the air mattress as quiet as it's kept too. Just because she's sitting at
girl,
the breakfast bar on a stool doesn't mean that there's furniture in that house.
girl,
She's not profiling the living room for a reason. Okay.
mm.
She might be on an air mattress
She
too.
pay to play. She pay to play. Whatever. She know how to lay her head. She know where to lay her head at. She
Yeah,
know how
she
to lay
know.
her head and we have a roof.
Absolutely.
That's okay. So thank you very much. You're doing a
You're
great
welcome,
job.
Erica.
And
Oh,
thank
thank
you
you.
everything. And I'm bougie too. Bye.
Okay. Of
Bye.
course. Okay, take care.
Bye.
Happy holidays. Okay,
Thank you.
all right.
Happy
Bye-bye.
holidays. Bye.
Thank you. Okay, Vicky, you're next. Let me let Rhonda say her last piece. Rhonda, you good? Are you good? Did you remember?
I did remember. Do we
Okay.
know if Sonia is in the county he can't go to or
I
not?
think that restriction has been lifted. So initially
Oh,
it
okay.
was don't come back to Fulton County. And
Right.
then I think Judge Manning corrected herself and said he could be in or not to leave. First, she said don't come to.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got a lot of cases. I don't know why she said that. We'd have to go back, but I think we heard that one hearing where she said don't come to, and
Right.
then the next time it was don't leave Fulton and you'll have an ankle bracelet and this, that, and the third.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know if she's in Fulton. I'm sure that wherever she would need to be with him if that's what they so choose if that's what they were choosing to do.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be there. I think she wants him.
You think so? Ugh.
I mean, that's what
Anyway,
she
I think
said.
I
That's what she
I
said.
know, but I just think she's full of crap. When it gets real with sometime in February, if he gets out, which I doubt it, that she's gonna jump bail sooner or later. Um, but that's what I wanted to ask. That's basically it.
Well,
I think Nesto is
mhm.
setting her up so he can have a place to live when he gets out because he knows Shirley is gone.
But let's remember, I mean, I hate to put it out here, but there's plenty of women who don't mind opening up their door. They don't have to. I mean, he's going to have something lined up, but trust me, we see this all the time. There's plenty of women who open their door up. Okay.
That's true. This is
So
true. Just let
he
love
can
and
find a
lock up.
place. Yeah, he
Just
can find a place. Someone's gonna open up that door.
all right. Well, thank you for
Okay.
bringing me back on.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
All right.
Okay. All right. Take care. All right. Bye bye. So Vicky, a snack. I got you next after Vicky. Okay. And then we got Pat, Erica, and Nicole. Okay. Vicky. Okay. Hey,
He-
Vicky.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yes. How are
Okay.
you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yes. Oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet.
Yeah, this way. I know that you're in a colder climate. I'm in Vegas.
Oh
But
yeah.
we're getting that California weather. There's like a storm front coming, so I'm starting to get it and feel it too. So I'm trying to take my elderberry and all that right now.
It's just
Um,
that cold time right now because the weather here in North Carolina is usually pretty decent because I grew up in New Jersey, so it's cold. Even though
yeah.
there's always colder, there's Chicago and Michigan and all that stuff. It doesn't hold a candle. But I don't even complain because I grew up in Jersey and Jersey's not the worst either. So,
Now
but yeah,
you
it
lived
gets a
in
little cold here, but it's definitely doable.
We lived in Minnesota for 1 year. 1 year was enough. Coming from New Orleans, we lived 1 year when my
Yeah.
mom taught in Minnesota, and it was St. Paul. We got the heck up out of there once the school year
Hmm.
was, yeah, it was too much. That was below freezing.
Yeah,
Um,
that's crazy. That's some real. That's some. God bless all the people from up there. They love it. That's fine. You know what I mean?
mm-mm.
The good for they
I
can
will
have
say
it.
this to anybody who
Mhm.
like is I brew moringa tea all day. That's
Mm.
because I work from home. I go to the Filipino store. Moringa tea is like real like raw moringa leaves. I dehydrate
Mhm.
them myself, and but it has so much potassium and vitamin K and vitamin C and D.
Mm.
That's something that does help me like stay, stay healthy. So just a tip for anybody, if it's really
Okay.
easy to dry out your own leaves and just brew your own tea, but look at the health benefits of like real natural raw moringa tea.
Okay.
um
Definitely.
but what I want to say about this is, of course, I live in Vegas. I spent my 20s in Vegas, and my friends and I, we were like get it girls. We partied all the time, and we'd go out to the club like Monday through Sunday. And the way Nesto spoke is the way that these pimps out here try to recruit girls
Mhm.
tonight. What it tells me is that his all these charges against him, they're believable. They make
Yeah.
them even more believable now. And then she's so goofy that she's not realizing that there's not a blick of loyalty in him. He'll drop the next person, he'll drop you for the next person, and for the next person, for the next person. The only person he's not talking bad about and hasn't talked bad about is Dre and his daughter. I think those are the only two people I haven't heard him say anything bad about.
Well, he's talked about his daughter Keisha. She's crazy. He says
Oh
she's
no,
crazy. But like Laverte, yeah,
Yeah,
Laverte,
Laverte,
yeah, that's
his
she's
pride and joy.
obviously yes. Um, but yeah, I mean, if Sonia
He's
doesn't know it now,
he
how
has
he
no
talks to
loyalty.
her, he's duplicitous and he'll talk trash about, or I've made my decision and you're there for me. And then he hangs up the phone and he is telling Shirley he's going to buy her 1,000 flowers. It's like, come on,
And I
ma'am.
just, how dare you? I
Mhm.
was getting heated. I felt like the first call out. How dare you pillow talk with your side chick, the one that you claim is not your side chick? How dare you tell her my business? Because he was clowning her and clowning Shirley, living in a one bedroom, sleeping on an air mattress. It's
You
like,
know, Sonia probably has no furniture. I'm sorry. Like
I think she got a room. She got a rooms to go kit. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing
mhm.
wrong with a $500 rooms to go kit. Furnish three rooms in your house for $500 when you first starting off, and then you slowly upgrade. I don't think there's
Okay.
anything wrong with that. I mean,
I think
if you're
she's
just
got bar stools and a blow up mattress.
uh, why even have
I don't.
bar stools?
She just moved. I don't think she has anything yet, and her son told her she was broke. Remember,
I
like
know
yeah.
whose
So I
house was
mean,
she in that when she was
she
doing
was
that
living in
live?
her apartment in Miami, but she didn't move that stuff. She was living in a room. Remember, she's like her room was nice, so she doesn't have a furnished apartment to move furniture. She lives in a room. So she probably sold that stuff on Facebook Marketplace or threw it away and got her stuff and shipped it or got on a plane and took her ass to Atlanta, and it's not cheap buying furniture. The
Mm.
lady works over at these bars. She works at a couple different bars, probably doing some books, making deposits and ordering alcohol. She's not making but 12, 15. I don't know, maybe they make her
I don't
$20 an
even
hour.
think.
I don't
I
know,
don't
but
even
it's
think
not
that. That
55 money. It's not I'm 55. That's
I doubt she has a retirement.
17-year-olds are making $20 an hour.
I doubt she has a 401k because she's mentioned something in the past about retirement. I doubt she has a Roth set up or anything like that to, where she could dip
She
into.
wants the RV park to be her retirement. She talks about retirement strategies because she has been running around after Nesto type dudes in her 30s and 40s. Like she's been almost killed. She has been in how many? She said three domestic violence situations. Um She doesn't seem to have a good track record. And you know what I mean? Like
But you know what it also told
she
me?
hasn't been focused on her finances.
The way she cowered back when he was going off, because he spoke very clearly. You notice how his dialect and his speech kind of cleared up when he was going off on her. It was very
Mhm.
clear. I mean, it was still mumbo jumbo, or mush mouth. It was still mush mouth from the Cosby cartoon, but it was still a lot clearer than what he normally speaks when he's
Mhm.
jibber jabbering to Shirley. What it gave me is that she has been not just in domestic abusive relationships, but she's been a lady of the evening before because she understood her role really quick.
Well,
And
she needs to, when you're in a relationship with someone or you have a conversation with people, all of that finishing people's sentences and thinking that you know what people are going to say before they finish, and all of that cutting people off. Like, sis is over here. She doesn't know how to interact with someone. And Nesto sits back and he listens and he allows that. And he wanted to get his point across, and it was like, I'm talking, you say you want to be my man, I mean, you want me to be your man, well, get a taste. Like, I'm being nice at this point, but I mean, like, I don't know, not that that's what it entails having a boyfriend or whatever, but dealing with him,
it's
he
respect.
and look, and also at this point, instead of saying, look, I'm talking, do you mind, let me finish and I'm going to let you go. He's look, he's not a gentleman. He doesn't have he's not refined. So, okay. You know what I
And
mean? Like, he put her
yeah,
in her place and told her, "Let me finish."
it's not even so much as being refined. Like Shirley has called him a southern gentleman in the past, and he has so many faces. And when he played the poor little boy when Shirley cut him off when she was at the restaurant trying when she was at the
Because
restaurant.
he number 1, he needs that legal bill paid.
I
He
know.
wants number 1, when he told her, Sonia, that at the end of the day, my legal bill's paid, he's playing nice with Shirley to make sure that lawyer's paid for. And then also he feels a way about Shirley. Shirley is a woman to him that he looks at as a prize, as a trophy. I really do. Even though he treats her bad, I think he sees her still as a trophy. And she also has, it gives him some credibility. And when she's gone, he's a nothing, nobody with nobody who's got contacts. He's the big fish out of the people that surround him. If he had influential network, he probably wouldn't be sitting in there right now. Shirley is not motivated to help him because she doesn't want people knowing her business. So her
Exactly.
people that she knows who have influence, whether they're doing something behind the scenes or not, she may not necessarily be requesting it. And if she is at this point, it's on some slow drag it, not expedite it. She doesn't care anymore.
It's
She's
it's
mad,
yeah, it's amazing to me that
and
she
I
she
don't blame
really
her.
she really does have the connections to get him get him some assistance. Like just
She
with
has the connections to get him out. She has
yeah,
the connections for someone to call Fonny's phone and see about doing something to help him. She does have those type of not, it doesn't mean that that's what's going to happen, but she knows people that probably have that woman's number in their phone.
I'm just yeah, when
She knows people in town.
she was rushing him off the phone, I thought it was the funniest thing. And not funny in like a hilarious way, but just like you're getting a taste of it now cuz we when we listened to the beginning of these calls, a few months ago, he was rushing her off the phone, making sure that BC was paid and all that, and then he would get done with her, and she wanted to talk, and then now that he realizes, okay, it's been months, it's been almost a year, and she's moving on. She's gotten an apartment. Yeah, she's sleeping on an air mattress, but so what? Okay, we've all kind of been there. I wouldn't recommend getting yourself into a situation at 69, sleeping on an air mattress. But so what? You're moving forward.
Well, it's not even just sleeping on an air mattress. Everyone slept on an air mattress, not for a pro like you go to someone's house, that's your bed for the night, an air mattress.
Hmm.
You're buying new furniture, okay. But and maybe she said she ordered furniture. I don't know, but I'm not sure what I forgot what she said exactly.
But
But
then
at the end of
she has stuff in storage.
well, she might not. I mean, again, her finance, like, we don't know what kind of money she's working with. We know what she allegedly gets paid, but she has government garnishments. She has restitution, well, from the evictions. This woman owes a lot of people money. That's what he
It's
said on
those.
the call.
It's
He said
and
that to
I
Sonia.
oh
He told her.
that was a that's another thing. Okay, I have to remember all that stuff because he was just spilling all her tea. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. With
But
Sonia.
we
Okay,
really do know all of this.
we
It's
know
just
it.
maybe I think it was a little bit assumed. Maybe it was a little bit of assumptions. It's a little bit of the paper trail. I think some people don't believe certain things until you actually hear someone say it out their mouth. But Shirley's finances have been screwed for a very long time. And Ernesto is not a beacon of financial responsibility either. So Shirley can't really, I'm not saying that Shirley can't find a decent guy who's going to, handle everything for her and get her back whole in terms of paying off what she owes. I think that ship has sailed. I don't think she
It's
wants a man in her age group who has the money to say, you know what, I love you. Let me go ahead as a wedding gift. Everything's,
and
give me the numbers and we're going to take care of everything. Done. You don't have to work anymore. Done. I don't think she even wants that type of guy. She's so
she's
secretive and private in a way that it's damaging
yeah
to herself because she carries a lot of shame. And she
yeah.
did mention that this is her second husband. I don't really speak on her first husband because I don't know enough about it, but she spoke about it and said that this was her second marriage and this marriage was longer than her first. Um, Shirley is full of secrets and we don't know why, but maybe it'll come out eventually. I don't know.
I mean, you make a very good point. She is full of shame. And I don't know if that comes from childhood or what. I do hope that it's never too late. I know she's set. Let's say she's just 70. I know it's I keep harping on her age, but I if she ever hears anything that we say about her, it's not too late to just start moving forward and getting some healing because she really could. She could with somebody like her. She seems like she's an okay person if she got some healing. If she just got a little bit of therapy and faced some truths, some hard truths, she seems like she's not a bad person. She seems like she does help people out. She seems like she has a decent spirit and she wants to try, but she lives behind that wall of shame of for whatever reason of whatever's happened to her that she has to put up these pretenses of who she is. When baby girl, we know everything now. We know your debt. TMZ has even posted this way before all this Nesto stuff. They
Hmm.
said you were a
Hmm.
deadbeat renter or
Tenant.
whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this been out there. All I can say is like the tax stuff can be taken care of. You can file bankruptcy. People would
No, she did that already. Her bankruptcy was dismissed due to non-payment.
girl, I
She
know.
couldn't
See,
even run through the bankruptcy. So she's ma'am. Look,
see
look.
what
She can just do her. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't save everybody. Some people don't want to
I
be
know.
saved. You know what I
If I
mean? She
this
might
is
just be happy getting her check and getting her check and paying off her bills through garnishments
mm-mm.
and
See,
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
I
That's not
know,
for you. Let
I
me
know.
talk like Nesto. That's not for you, but that might be okay for her. You know what I'm saying?
Let me just tell you I got my ex-husband. He after we got divorced, he was still. I didn't know he was still filing taxes under, married as a couple. this was almost 20 years ago, and I got a garnishment because he didn't claim all of his income, and he just made up income for me. And so I got a garnishment notice one day, and my boss, who hated me and I hated her, but she got the notice, and she's, normally don't the bosses don't see that kind of stuff, or they pass it off to HR. She came to me. She's like, "You need to go take an extended break and go handle this, okay? I don't, you don't need to clock out or anything." So when you get that heart pounding notice of a garnishment, and they take whatever they want, I think they can take up to 25%, and the
Hmm.
IRS can take, I think, a little bit more than that. No, ma'am. You want to work
It's a
something out
lot.
with them?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
so. My last words for this, if I were in Shirley's shoes, and if she ever does hear this, the if you're on good terms or fair terms with your daughter, bring her in. I don't know what y'all's issues are. If you got health insurance, pay for therapy. Move her in. Make her your personal assistant. Everybody knows your business. That way you don't have to pay rent. That's one less bill. Bring the grandkids in. You know, do take care of that stuff. File bankruptcy again. File a real bankruptcy this time. Pay the bills.
She had a
Go to
real bankruptcy. She did not pay
I know, but
because
like
she's
file it and pay for it. Is what I'm
right.
saying.
Yeah, like
With
be serious about
Be serious
going through it.
with an
Okay.
attorney, not Erica King or Candy or
No, she
somebody.
had no, let keep it factual. She had an attorney. She really did. It was not the Nesto chapter 13. I did a whole video on her chapter 13. She had a legit filing for a 13, and it was in place for about a year and a half. I think it was being administered through like Barclays or Chase. It was a real legit chapter 13. She did not pay.
Girl, get it together. It's not too late because it's gonna be retirement age
Yeah, it
soon.
was dismissed. It was not discharged. It was dismissed after like 18 months.
Yeah, and yeah, I know that they'll dismiss it after a while if you don't, if you don't continue on with the
Yeah.
payments. But bring the daughter in. Let your daughter move in with you. You may, yeah, or
Her
get another
daughter got a
place.
man. Keep in mind, Vicky, her daughter has a man.
Oh,
Her
does
daughter
she?
has two children by two different men. Sis is living her life. She
Is
might
she
not
still
want to
paying
live with
her
her
rent?
mother. I don't know. Girl, have you talked to Shirley? I don't
Girl,
know. Shirley don't tell us anything.
I
She
ain't paying.
as of this call, she said she was still paying her rent. I think she said something about paying rent. I don't know. She might be.
See, well, okay.
I
This
mean,
is
I
just what
hear what you're saying,
I'm
but
speaking hypotheticals. I'll speak my
it's
hypothetical.
well, it's okay though. It's okay to want that for her, but we have to deal in the reality that Shirley has made up a story about her mom not liking her and her daughter not liking her and feeling guilty over corporate guilt of, doing her job before doing her mothering and all of these things. Shirley is she's got
But
a lot going on. It's not going to be our problem to solve.
no,
She
no, it
has
isn't.
to want to be happy and want to change her life. And I don't know if this is what's going to do it. You know what I mean?
No,
So
just what I heard tonight with him, between him and Sonia, him blasting Sonia like that, and then him telling all her tea. Even though we all know, even though this is all public record, and we can, you can pay or you can Google and find out all of Shirley's information. I just think it was low down, dirty dog, trifling Negro stuff that is very. It's just it doesn't help his case. It doesn't help Sonia's case. I don't know why Sonia is still there, and I'm gonna pray for everybody involved. And Lamont was being messy.
mhm.
I'm just gonna say that Lamont was going over there being messy.
Mhm.
Um, but I'm gonna pray for everybody involved because it really just hurt my heart to hear that man tell that woman's business like that to a woman who just confessed to you that she wants you to be her man and she was hoping that you would leave. Girl, this
Mm.
is not gonna be Wendy Williams and whatever that woman's name that he left, that Kevin
Sharina
Hunter,
Hudson. Mhm.
Sharina, yeah. because you see what happened with them, and you were too old to have a side baby. So I just hope that I just send prayers and blessings for all. Nesto's not. He just proved that he's a lot of this stuff seems like it's
He's who
credible.
we think he is. He's who we think he is. Now he's who we know he is. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay to be proven right. You know what I'm
well,
saying? We know this. We know this. This is nothing new.
I'm gonna let a snack come up. Thank you for talking to me, and it was nice talking to you, girl.
And
I'm
we'll talk
just
about it
disgusted.
tomorrow. We're gonna go through the video tomorrow.
All right. Well, y'all have a good evening.
Okay. All right, Vicky. Take care. Thank you
All
for
right. Bye bye.
calling. Happy
You're welcome.
holidays. Okay.
Happy
All right. Bye.
holidays. Bye bye.
Okay. A snack. I got you, sis.
Hey,
Pat, you're next, and then Nicole H. Nicole, work on getting your phone connected because you're gonna be up after Pat. Hey, a snack. How are you?
hey, friend, hey, everybody. How
Hey.
y'all doing? So I just
Good.
wanted to point out the lies that I heard. You know,
Okay.
everybody's lying to
Yes.
everybody, and
Line them
I'm
up.
always the one to
The
point out the lies.
discrepancies. Yes.
Yes. So Nesto lying to everybody. We already know that, right?
Yes.
So he lied to Sonya about the truck. I don't know why he keep lying about this truck.
That it was paid for.
That is paid for. The truck is not paid for. If
Yeah.
the
No,
truck
it has
is
a
paid
note.
for, why did Shirley say, remember a couple of months ago, she said, I don't want to pay the two car notes. So I got to sell the truck.
Well, and she asked him, what day is the car payment due?
What day is the car? Then what did he tell Sonya? Yeah, because
It's
you know
paid for
my
because
truck was paid for.
he's not qualified.
Like she's out here making bills. It ain't me, it's her. She's mismanaging the money, not me, because my truck was paid for. But she had to
Right.
have a G Wagon. You're painting Shirley in a bad light, and then you hang up with Sonya and go give Shirley the baby, baby, please. I'ma always be here. I'm gonna be out next week or maybe two, and make sure you pay the lawyer because I'm on my way. Because
Can you believe it?
he really want to be with Shirley, but he don't feel right now as a man. He not feeling like Shirley is feeling him. That's why that restaurant shook him up so bad,
Yeah, because
right?
he didn't know if she was out on a date.
He don't know what's going on,
He
right?
couldn't even muster out of his mouth to ask her who she was with. Whose
No,
husband
sound
whose
like a lot of
whose
people.
husband isn't gonna ask who you out
Who you
with?
with? Yeah, who you with? Like who? Tell the people I said hi, because you know usually he'll be like, tell Tasha I said hi. He didn't want to tell nobody he said hi. He was really bothered that she was out having a nice time and she wasn't here for his mess.
She's out socializing.
Right. And if you look, because you have the list, right? So if you look at the list, I can guarantee you he called Sonya 75 times that night because he can't sleep.
Yeah.
If I
And
lose
she
Shirley,
and her thirsty behind picks up the phone every time.
right, because somebody got to be there. Just like him and Dion discussed. Somebody has to be there. If it's somebody who gonna answer your phone calls and who gonna try to get you out, you supposed to talk to him. And that's what Sonya is. He don't love her. She's a tool. He's something that she can use. And she don't see it. If she's listening to the phone
Well, she
calls,
thinks she's one of these women who thinks she's special.
no, it ain't special. He's a prisoner.
I'm just saying she's one of these women
Hmm.
who is running for girlfriend.
Yeah.
When a man comes to see you and cuts out on his family, she thinks she's special. She thinks she got the ultimate box. She thinks she's the prettiest of them all, or she's smarter, or she's more easier, or she can talk business, or any of those things.
She
She
is
is one of
special.
these women. She is competitive with women. She doesn't like women. She doesn't like black people, but she doesn't like women either, and she feels competitive. She says that we're competitive with her, but she's competitive with us. I am not competitive at all.
Girl,
Okay.
she's nothing that I would ever
She
have to
is,
compete with.
yeah,
Like her
never.
whole mindset, she's so childish. She's older than me, but she's so childish.
She wants to be in everyone else's lane instead of
She
making her own.
she can't even hold a conversation without breaking out in a hood song.
She could not even let him speak without interrupting and had to be like chastised. It was a mess.
She can't even keep the baby quiet. The baby's still crying, y'all.
No, she
That
cannot.
baby's
She
still
can't.
crying.
Absolutely. Baby's probably, yeah, baby's still crying
Yeah.
right now.
And
I
I
can hear
feel
the
like
baby crying, as a matter of fact. I'm just kidding. No, I'm
Shirley
just
lying
kidding.
too. Shirley is lying for her best interest because Shirley has a man best friend. Now, I have a lot of close male friends, and I will tell you when they see you get hurt so much, they're going to tell you how to play chess, right? Stop telling him everything you doing. Make it up. Tell him you laying on the air mattress. That lady ain't laying on no daggone air mattress. Atlanta has so many stores where you can buy mattresses. You can walk out of the store with a mattress and don't have to give them a dime and don't have to pay them no interest for 6 months. You may not have to pay a bill for 3 months. So why would Shirley be on an air mattress? That's a lie. She's telling him that because she don't want him asking her for no money. I
But let
got
me
to
just
look as
ask you
broke as
this though.
possible.
Why can't you believe that someone whose check is being garnished by the IRS, by the state of Georgia, by the county of Fulton for evictions,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
taxes in the rear,
Mm-hmm.
you're paying your daughter's rent,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
all of these things. Why is it that Shirley is too good? Is Shirley too good to sleep on an air
I'm
mattress?
not
Like,
saying she's too good, but
if she's telling her husband she's sleeping on the air mattress, why can't it just be that she's on the air mattress? Why is
I
it?
don't think so because she's starting at 40,000, right? When the government
Well,
get done with her,
we don't know
she
what
might be
she's
at
got.
10. She
I'm just
might be at
saying
10, right?
it might just be for 2 weeks.
But there
She
are
says she's
people,
sleeping on an air mattress. Why
right?
can't she be on the air mattress?
But there are people who make way less than that, right? That 80% of their income is gone and they can walk into these mattress stores because they
There's
all over
teachers that
Atlanta
retire with $1 million.
and
You know
they
what I'm
can walk out
saying?
with something.
Shirley she's been making bank for a very long time and
And she's
sis
been a
stays
fool.
broke.
She's been
You
a
know what I'm
fool.
saying? And no
Mm-hmm.
credit. She
Mm-hmm.
needs a cosigner or cash. Okay.
Girl, none
That's
of them stores because
embarrassing. That's
the credit,
embarrassing.
the interest rate so high, you will get you a $400 mattress. You're gonna pay $3,600 for it, but you have a mattress. You can walk out
Well,
with it
and
today.
she may have a mattress right
Mhm.
now, but at the
Yeah,
time she was sleeping on the air, and maybe
she
she
could
had
have been.
furniture on order. But I'm
She
just
could
saying,
have been.
sometimes it just everything's not a to me, everything's not a lie. Sometimes,
Right.
even though we know she could do better,
So when
she might.
Lamont said that, when Lamont told him that she had ordered some furniture, and she was like, "No, no." See, somewhere in that story, Shirley
Well,
wasn't
she
keeping
said,
everything
I got
clean.
a desk and a chair.
Mm.
That's furniture.
No.
She said,
Okay.
but that's furniture though, isn't it?
That's furniture. That is furniture.
Yeah.
That is furniture. Yeah, it is. She got a desk and a chair. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep on this air mattress and have a
I'm
desk and a chair
Well, because she has to work. She has
because
to
I
go
have to
live on
work.
Steve Harvey. She can't sit on the floor and go live on Steve Harvey. And you see her on
Okay.
Steve Harvey, her back is to a wall.
Yeah. Okay. All
It
right.
doesn't
I
mean that
guess.
she's on an air mattress now.
No,
It
I don't.
might have
Man,
just
I
been
couldn't
for a
see it
couple of
on her.
weeks.
Yeah, but
I'm
the
just
way
saying,
she
I think
put
it
it,
was startling for
it's
people
like
to not think that she moved her furniture right into the apartment.
right.
But
And
no.
then you have the storage. Y'all remember too?
Yeah.
She said she was asking him for the key to the storage. You're asking a man who's locked up for a key to a storage. You have to find the key to the storage.
Mm-hmm.
And she was
It's
paying
probably in
2,000.
property at Cobb County
It could
or
be. So
Fulton.
some of that stuff, she's paying a storage bill for furniture she can't even see. She don't even know if her china and her wedding album is in there.
She needs to go down there and have them bust that lockup off of there. That's what she
Mhm.
needs to do. Well, she
And
says
they
she
will
talks to
do
them
it.
every week. Yeah, we
Yeah,
lost the
they will
key.
do it.
I just need to put a new lock on it.
Right. Right. I was at Phipps Plaza. Somebody stole my keys.
Honestly, we
Open it
don't
up.
know. She could be paying for an empty locker. Wouldn't that be amazing? That
It
if
would.
Nesto sent someone over there and sold all that stuff already, and
I
she's
wouldn't put it
paying for an
past them.
empty locker.
I don't put anything past him. The way he flip flop between these women, and he got Sonya head so gone. Like, lady, you look really crazy because he got papers on Shirley. He has not a document on you, and you didn't change locations. You want him to be your man. You risking it all for a married man behind bars, essentially for theft and fraud, which is his
Mhm.
background.
Right.
Okay. And all the other little things that trickle down behind it. And you don't know if more things are coming. You don't even know what he's guilty of or innocent of, but you want to ride or die at 55.
Can you believe it?
I can't believe it at all.
She's silly. She is so
She
silly.
And get mad when people call her silly. Lady, you too old for this. This is trifling
Okay,
and
well,
dumb.
we'll just start calling her slow. She's slow and
Slow
thirsty.
and trifling. Okay. I
A
said,
mess.
yeah,
What's
don't
another lie? Did you miss? Did you tell us all the
look,
lies?
let me see
Pat,
who
I
else
got you up
alive.
next, and then Nikki and
It seems
Nicole.
like I
It's
had
still saying
another lie. I think I
you're still
forgot.
not connected. Pardon?
I think I forgot the other lie. I know Nesto.
No.
Let me see. I know he lied to Sonya about the truck. He lied
He
to
lied to
Shirley
Sonya
all
about
the
the truth.
time.
Yes.
Shirley might have been lying. We don't know. That's still on the table. We're gonna leave that on the table about the air mattress and the furniture and stuff. We're gonna check back into that. But who else had lied? Girl, they all
See,
liars.
Shirley got people thinking she's too good out here, but
Yeah,
y'all didn't believe that Shirley didn't know that he was a con man before she married him. But if she could marry a con man, and
yeah.
she said, and she's been with him since he got arrested 6 months after the wedding, she can't be on an air mattress.
She can
Look,
be on the air
wait,
mattress.
look on your
Okay.
screen. Do you see your screen? Is she
Mm-hmm.
not repping for Nestos? Is that not a Nesto sweatshirt?
It's a big N on the shirt. She looked happy to
Okay.
wear it. Okay.
Okay.
Got
She's
you. All
repping for
right, friend.
Nesto. Girl,
I'm gonna let
I'm
you win
just
this one.
saying.
You're not
Let
gonna win
her
the
have
next
her
one.
man.
Her man, her man, her man.
Her man, her man, her man.
They man. Look at her, just happy.
Okay. That's
And
her
he
boo
just
right there.
and then oh another lie. He don't need all of this. He ain't got to have all of this. He not the materialistic one. Girl, anyway. Yeah. Lie.
When he's sitting there telling Sonia, who's running around in her Karl Lagerfeld made for Burlington coat factory outfit, that she's like, I'm not into material things. I don't have to have designer and all of those things. I don't know if you watched Sylvia's interview with Tyrese, and Tyrese was telling people how he's going to court with that woman who's his ex-wife or whatever. And he said, when I met her, she literally told me that she liked to wear $10 sundresses. And I was like, Tyrese, shut up.
Tyrese dumb.
She said she told me she was a simple woman. And
Yeah, we all
she
simple women until we run into a bag.
okay.
Sir, are you serious? There's a bag involved.
Homegirl says she wants an RV park. That's not cheap.
Because
I'm like,
in
my
their minds
God.
they're going to be millionaires when he's
Right,
released. But it's
right.
a lot of work done, and I don't think that Sonya is capable of pulling off what he wants her to pull off. I don't think so.
No, she has to go
Uh,
work some magic. She has to go work magic. If I had my magic wand, I would play it right now, but I don't.
Look,
Um,
with her history, he might have her. As soon as the men judges get up there,
oh my
she might have
God,
to
yeah.
really go work some magic.
Okay, are you tired? Are you drained? That whole thing. I was
Uh,
like, what are y'all talking about?
yes.
A
Anyway,
mess.
yeah, that
Okay,
was
well,
all for
we'll
now.
break it down tomorrow. We'll listen to the call tomorrow. We'll go through all this.
Okay, love y'all,
Okay.
bougie gang. See you later.
Oh, love you too. Take care. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Okay. Pat, wait so patiently. Auntie, we got you next, sis. Okay. Pat, John.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, friend. How you doing? I
Hi,
can't
I'm
believe
doing
I
fine, thank
called
you.
in.
Yes,
This is
thank you
my
for
first
waiting so
time.
long.
Oh no, that's okay. It's my first time calling into anything on YouTube. I
Oh, okay.
wasn't.
Yes, nice to meet you. So,
Nice to
what's
meet
got you wanting to
you.
call in tonight?
I
What's
don't
going
know.
on?
Oh my God. I've been listening to your channel. Oh my God. I schedule my meetings at work around your channel in the morning. I'm serious.
So
I do.
today, when I didn't show up, I pulled I mean, right now, Farrah just got out of school for the
Right. Oh,
holiday,
and she's so
and
beautiful. She's
oh,
so
thank
lovely.
you.
Yeah.
She like we had to go. It was funny because we called my husband and we were standing on business today because we had errands and stuff to run. She was like,
Okay.
we were on business today.
Oh my God.
We
Yeah,
had to.
I'm just so amazed. I'm actually on the phone. Yeah, I don't know if I'm fanning out or what. I'm not sure.
Oh my
But
God! But
yeah,
yeah, I
I've
didn't go
been.
live today. But
Oh
yeah,
no,
I
that's
said I
fine.
had to
Yeah,
come tonight.
Yeah, I'm out for the rest of the year for work, but
Okay,
when I'm
good.
at work, I'll be like, let me see when she's coming on. So
Oh
maybe if
my
I can
God.
reschedule a meeting or something. I just really enjoy your show. I think it's
Oh,
very
thank you.
thought-provoking. And I know you cover some other areas like moms and stuff, and that's just really shits and giggles. That's just like
Oh my
entertainment to me.
God. It's a mess.
Yeah, but this particular subject, I've been listening. Like I listen to you, and I think somebody named Pam. I'm not really a social
Yes.
media person,
Uh-huh.
so if I get the names wrong, please
Oh
forgive me.
no, you're fine.
But yeah, I just very like I listened to the call tonight. I'm kind of catching up on some things, kind of
Hmm.
behind, but I was just from a financial standpoint, because in my profession as a CPA, and I kind of listened to the piece of like how bad Shirley's finances is. And as I analyzed that, I'm like, she really could turn this around in about a year or two
Yeah.
if she just restructure her finances. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Hmm.
if she lived below her means just for a year or 24 months, she can really turn this around. Because based on her income, what she makes, it's really equivalent after all these garnishments and things like that. She's really, at the end of the day, she's probably at what, 100K after you garnish
Yeah. I
everything.
would think
She may
it,
bring in, right.
she might bring in like 8 to 10.
Right, 8 to 10, and that's about roughly maybe someone between 120, 150,
Hmm.
150,000 a year,
And
right?
that's cash. That's
That's
not a
cash, right?
hundred thousand
It,
dollar or 120 minus taxes.
no,
That's
that's
what she's
cash. That's disposable
right.
income.
So
That would possibly, yeah, that would definitely
that's
be like her
that's like
disposable
someone who
income.
makes 175, 180. If you're making
Exactly.
175, 180, your take
Ex-
home could be like you could be taking home $10,000 a month.
Exactly.
So you're like your
Exactly.
take home pay. So yeah,
Right.
she's there's some mismanagement of the funds there,
Hmm.
and she must have some really like
Right.
really tough payment plans that
She
she's
really
dealing with,
does. And then
fees and
yes.
late charges and all those things that have added up over the years that probably may even have her close to $1 million.
Right. And here's the thing. As I listened to some of the old calls, her finances in the beginning was not great. She didn't have a great credit score. It seemed to me like this guy, Nesto, he had the credit score, but she had the cash. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, because of her bankruptcy filing, and I really don't think she needs to file bankruptcy again. Honestly, I don't believe she needs to do that. I
She just
think she
needs to
needs
pay
to.
her bills. Yeah.
Exactly. I think she needs to liquidate as much as she can and get the cash and just start from there. She just really need to, like, if she sell that truck, she can get that off a credit report. Start liquidating
Mhm.
those things, and she would be just fine. But as I was hearing a call at night, this Sonia girl or lady, she sounds like I may be telling my age now. She sounds like one of the women of the night streetwalker. Maybe that's her profession or
Wow.
something
Oh my
like that.
god.
Maybe
Ah,
it kind of reminds me,
tell us
like
what
the
you
lady of the
think.
night, a
Yes. Mhm.
streetwalker, because she kind of gives off that vibe. I haven't listened to any of her channels, anything like that. I mean, I just can't. That just sounds stupid. But I can't listen to that. But as he was speaking tonight, and Shirley, I can definitely believe Shirley sleeping on the started off on an air mattress.
Why
I
not?
could,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I can definitely
She's
believe that.
broke.
Yeah, she has
And
no
and
money. She has
and I
no
know it's hard
disposable.
for people to believe that
Yeah,
someone who has $10,000 direct deposit monthly
right.
equals broke, but there's levels to this broke thing. This
That's
woman is
it.
she's highly compensated. So for
Right.
her, it might feel like $100. She might be used to having 25, $30,000 to play with for the month, pay her bills, and then go run off to, Christian Louboutin and or do
Exactly.
whatever. She's not used to just having enough to cover her overhead, and
Right.
she doesn't know what to do. So even where most people might know, oh, let me go to Mattress Firm and go get a mattress real quick, and they can set it up on the steel rails or whatever. She ran to Walmart and got a blow up. Like she didn't know what to
What
do.
she
If
could
she
have
doesn't know
easily.
how to finance a car, she didn't know what to
Oh
do
my
about a
God,
bed.
she sounds like when I'm like, come on now, you almost 7 years old. You tell me you don't know how to go in and finance and know how to buy a car. He speaks, Nesto to me comes across more as her manager, her gopher, her security guard, more so than her husband. I mean, that's what I kind of pick up in their communication and in the sort of questions that he asked her. He doesn't sound like a husband. He sounds like somebody that's on her payroll.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody else get that, but that's kind of what I get or I interpret in their conversations. But I can definitely believe she's. I don't think she's on an air mattress now today, but
Mm-mm.
in the beginning, I mean, she may have to wait. She's pretty much living check to check.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's what
Mm-hmm.
it sounds like. She's living
Mm-hmm.
check to check. So, I mean, just from a financial standpoint, she can definitely turn this around within 24 months, but she just gonna have to live way below her means. But it's possible she can get it done. I mean, if you making $500,000 and you can't go in and even qualify for a Range Rover
Can you
or
believe it?
anything like, I'm like, how you not? I mean, somebody's making less than 100K, you know,
Her
couldn't
credit
do
must
that.
literally be shot. Like her
Yeah.
credit is busted. Her credit is over. Her credit came
Yes,
back. Oh no, you didn't. Like when they told her you need cash or a cosigner, I would have
that's
been so
bad. That's
embarrassed.
yeah. Just from my past experience, if you to the point where you need a cosigner and you bringing in $500,000, your credit score got to be at least 300-400. At best, your credit score got to be that low. I mean, if you can't, it's and then
They
you're talking
couldn't
about
even give
getting the
her
old
second chance financing. Like they couldn't
exactly.
even work out a deal with her to say, okay, your car payment's going to be like crazy, but if you
Yeah,
choose to accept it, you can ride
it's
out of here
it,
tonight. Just bring us $10,000. Bring us 20,000. They didn't even give her the option for a deposit, a big deposit and a high interest rate. They just said
exactly.
they basically said no.
And the fact that she thought 13,000 was a lot. Oh, how much do you think even an old Range Rover costs? They still
She
up with the
can't get a
50,
Range Rover.
60,000. No, she
I
can't.
would I would be
You know,
scared to get in a Range Rover that costs $13,000. That
it's
thing
not
is
going
going to be from
anywhere.
like 92. It's going to be
Right.
92 and need a motor. It's going to need an
Yeah,
engine,
exactly.
and it probably was over in the floods at Katrina or something. Like
She really just
that
need
thing
a
is no good.
she really just need a cash car. Get it as how just get
But
a
she
cash
said she
car for
can't ride
24 months.
around in everything. She just can't ride around in anything. She
See,
can't
that's
do
the
that.
problem. You trying to impress broke people at a red light.
No,
Who
I
cares?
don't think she's trying to impress anybody. She doesn't want to.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's like, ma'am, you should have thought about that all the years that you didn't pay your
Exactly.
taxes. When you went to Paris and probably stayed at some nice hotel, when you were over
Exactly.
there on what any of your fancy trips, when you were wearing Gucci from head to toe, and
Right.
you hadn't paid your taxes or any of those things, that's what you should have thought about. And that's why you're sitting in what you don't want to sit in now. Like she should
Exactly.
have thought about that.
But I totally agree with you when you say in the beginning when she was under maybe some payment plans with the IRS or whatever, she was in a better state. Because like you say, she filed for something and she was on a plan. And I think once she got with this guy here, he kind of just I don't know, he's just an ass. Someone like him wouldn't even have access to me. I don't know how these women let these type of men who can't form a complete sentence even have access to someone on the level of a Shirley or anyone
Probably
that's
some
educated.
good wine
True.
and liquid
I don't.
Viagra.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's
She
horrible.
have a
But
nice couple of glasses of some nice, burgundy and a good
right.
meal. And then you run her over to the house and then she's out till the morning. She's fell asleep and she's not, and
Yeah,
he's gone with the credit card or her checkbook. And then
exactly.
next thing you know, she's signing marriage papers and he's letting her control the finances. Look at
And that's what it is. Like I say, he might have had the cash or the slick mouth to get cash from all these different individuals. Because at that point, I don't think Shirley had the best credit score. I don't think it's as bad as it is
it had to
now.
be horrible.
Yeah, yeah, it had to be. So I
Because
don't know.
on the if you look on the bankruptcy video I did a couple of months ago,
Okay.
she bought $173,000 G-Wagon like in 2016.
Hmm.
And I think at that time it was even a couple of years old. So it wasn't new and it was $173,000. And the payment I was in shock. The payment may have been like $3,500.
Okay, you know what that tells me? Just from a financial standpoint, she had bad credit. That interest rate
Yeah,
was high as hell.
yeah.
For
And
173, and
it
you
was like
almost at a
72 payments.
$4,000
It was like
a month.
72 payments. It was crazy. It was like 72 payments.
Oh, 72. Oh my God. Oh.
Like, yeah,
Oh my God. And it was already old, so it wasn't brand new. We talking about a
it
vehicle
wasn't
that's a couple
new.
of years old. Oh
I'll
wow.
have to go back and pull it up again. I was in shock. I was like, I said, wait a second, let me make this bigger. When I saw because the finance agreement was in
I'm gonna have to go check that video
the
out.
bankruptcy documents.
Okay.
The finance agreement was in there, and when I saw the total number, then the amount of I was like 72 because she
How
would have been
many years
finished.
is that? Is
Maybe
that
it was
six,
5
seven,
years.
five?
Wait,
No, five
2018?
is
No, it could have
60.
been 5
So
years.
six.
It could have been
Okay.
5 years. So
Okay.
because I think the car would have been paid off this year because that something sticks out in my
Mhm.
mind thinking that
Right.
the so but
Was this the Jeep?
2016,
Was this the Jeep?
2016, that's 7 years though.
Yeah.
It was a
W-
yeah, G-Wagon. Mhm.
Is
It
this the
looks
one
like a
that got
Jeep.
repoed? No, it didn't get
Yes.
repoed. It got
Well, they seized it, but it was
they
also
seized it.
not being
That's
paid
correct.
for. It was seized,
Oh,
but it was every car was on the repo list. The F-350 was on the repo list, and the G-Wagon was also on the repo list. They have the G-Wagon because it's in evidence, but
because it's
when
in a company name, right?
it
That
was
makes
in
sense.
Nesto's Elite
Com-
Security, so
yeah,
they
they
took it,
seized
but
all
it's been
company
seized,
assets.
so they
Yeah.
probably need to, process it, and then once it's finished
Mhm.
processing, they'll turn it over to whomever is the
Let me
lien
ask you
holder
this
is.
question. Based on some of the images that you were showing, the other assets in the business, like those other cars, it seemed like he was running a security company or something like that,
Mhm.
protection company. Did they
Yes.
seize all of those? So most likely, if the company is under investigation, then it would have seized all assets under
It's
that
quite
company.
possible. I'm not
Okay.
exactly sure if there was a seizure. I would imagine that any company assets were taken. So we
Yeah,
don't know
that's
yet because we don't
okay.
have any of the discovery because,
Mm-hmm.
the lack of indictment. However, he had a lot of 1099 people working for him. So I don't even
Okay.
know how people use the cars. I don't know.
Right. There was
He
like
was
contract. Okay.
and
Yeah.
they said that all the companies were shell companies. They said
Oh,
that
really?
they felt like these were shell companies because as quiet as
Well,
it's
then he
kept,
have
it's
another
kept
problem then, if that's the
okay,
case.
right,
You got additional problems. You got some
okay,
IRS okay, you got okay.
yeah, he's that. So they're turning some things over to the white collar division. He's
And
got
that's
some
what it is.
issues.
If it's white,
Yeah,
yeah, most likely that's the direction that particular thing is going.
but I don't know that they feel like I guess they're trying to figure out is there any money? I don't even know if there's any more of a money trail. I think and I've got Auntie holding.
Oh,
I
I'm
think
sorry.
that no, you're fine. I think that unfortunately or fortunately for Nesto, I
Mhm.
think this was definitely very at least on his side. I don't know about Erica King. I think this was very much of a hand to mouth operation. He
Almost
was
definitely.
spending the money as quickly as he was getting it. I don't think there's any duffel bags or storage lockers or mattresses full of cash.
Well, no, you
I
got to
think
keep
that
right.
I
You have to
think that
keep
he
turning that money over. Any
well,
money that he obtained illegally, like I guess the money for the
I just
ring, and
don't
then
think
he
there was that
used it.
much. I don't
Right,
think
it
there was that
wasn't.
like, I don't think there were millions. You know how we watch some movies and the enterprise starts to become very
Right.
profitable
Mm-hmm.
and they don't even know what to do with the money. I think this was
Exactly.
a very broke type situation
Yeah, 'cause
because
we only
sir,
talking
it's
about what, less than a half a million, maybe.
yeah,
Okay.
over the long haul, I don't know what it was.
Okay.
It could have been millions, who knows? But I think
Right.
that it was giving very much hand to mouth. So it was probably spent in suits and sunglasses and fur coats and
Right.
car payments and high rent and dinners and flying and vacations because they were doing stuff. I mean, he was going back and forth to Dubai. They were going to Europe.
Oh.
They were having a good time.
Oh wow.
Shirley was wearing designer I mean, she wasn't wearing like top tier, but she was wearing, nice mall brand. She was wearing Phipps,
Tips,
she was
red
going
bottoms,
to
things of that nature. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, she
Yeah.
wasn't, I don't think she was she wasn't wearing top tier designer, but she was
Hmm.
definitely wearing designer,
Of course. Okay.
and looking nice and all of those things. So I think they were definitely spending, but I don't think that this was like $1 million a week.
Oh, no, 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 no,
You know
no.
what I mean?
Right. I mean,
They
over
weren't.
in its aggregate,
Yeah.
at the end, it probably come up to maybe about a half a million, because you'd be talking about a $173,000 vehicle, what, a $250,000 ring, things of that nature. I guess, if I'm correct in
Well,
what
it
I'm
could be
saying.
because we're talking over 10 years, so they've been together over
Oh, yeah.
10
Okay, you're
years.
right. You're right. Yeah.
So I
Okay,
think they've
a
been
million. Yeah,
whatever.
you're right.
uh, it could even be more than that, but I just think whatever he was getting, he was spending. And maybe it's small time money because but if he had a couple of people like that woman who gave him money and whatever else he was involved in, if there was actually some trafficking and things of that nature,
Hmm.
we
I
don't
didn't
really
think about
know.
it over the long term. You're right. I was just thinking
Yeah.
about it over the last 2 or 3 years since he's been in jail. But you're absolutely correct. If it's been a span of 10 plus years, it's definitely way more. Yeah. Yeah. So, but I'm not gonna hold you. I'm just so happy. I
Okay.
got
Well,
it.
thank
I
you for
think I'm
calling
still
in.
fanning. I think I'm still fanning out. But I'm so glad
Oh
you're
no.
feeling better. I'm so
Thank
glad you're
you.
feeling better. And again, sorry about the loss of your not
Oh my
Portia.
God.
Is it Mama? I don't
Yeah,
know.
little mama.
Little
Little
Mama.
mama.
Okay.
Yes, we call her
Okay.
mommy. Yeah,
Mommy.
she's such a
Okay.
sweetheart.
Okay. Well, I jump back down. I'm always in the bushes. I'm always in the bushes, because of my work schedule. I don't get a chance to live chat or catch a live. But
Right.
again, I enjoy your channel. Like I said,
Oh,
it's very
thank you. You're
thought
so sweet.
provoking. Okay. I jump back. You have a good
Okay,
night.
you too. Take care. Happy
Okay.
holidays.
You too. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Okay. Hey, Auntie. Auntie, I think you're gonna be the last one. Let me read this comment real quick. So Vicky said the sad part is that there isn't any buried cash like some dealers and scammers tend to do. They have had federal raid fund and attorney fees stashed away. Yeah, no, I don't think that they were planning like that. But yeah, good point. Hey, Auntie, how are you? How's it been going?
Okay, good. How are you? You
I'm
better?
doing amazing. Yes, thank you.
That's good. That's good.
So what did you think about
Girl,
today's call? Wasn't it crazy?
girl, girly girl,
I know, right? It's like, girl.
I was screaming. I was screaming at the phone.
Oh,
I
what is this
this is
mess?
girl, this is too much. This
And
is too
Sonia is
much.
so thirsty for this guy. She better be quiet. She better shut up because I am like, ma'am, now you need to stop.
What is wrong with her? Sonia, I know you listening. Call me, girl. Email me or something because you need help. And I'll show you the right way. So I told y'all Sonya don't have no job. Sonya on SSI.
She's got to be because she has like no, she got shot in her stomach and she lost part of her colon. So
Yeah.
I don't know if she has an ostomy bag. I mean, if does she have an ostomy bag? But she says she can't hold down food. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's quite possible she might have stomach issues. She says, she's very seems to be somewhat of a picky eater. She could have
Mm-hmm.
developed all kinds of, problems with her stomach because of the shots. So it could be like
Exactly.
celiac disease. She could have any number. She might need a gluten-free diet. Like sis might
Mm-hmm.
have real drama. So yeah, she might be on SSI.
Mm-hmm.
Get
She
a nice,
she is.
get a
She
good little
don't work.
check.
She get a little
And she
check
works off
and
the books over at the bar.
exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. I told y'all she don't have no
See, we
job. She
figured it
always
out.
at home. Yeah, she always at home. And that incident happened when she was like 20 something years old.
Mhm.
You
22,
know?
23. Yeah.
Yeah. She been getting a check since then, and she, like you say, she work under the table for these people. Girl, please. She
Having
probably
her
on Section
kids.
8 too.
She was 22 years old and she had a 3-year-old. So she had a baby at 19.
Yes.
She's dealing with this guy and he's put a hit out on her. And then she said that she's had a couple of other situations. She said she survived domestic violence 3 times.
Hmm.
So in ma'am has had a lot of trials and tribulations to get to this
Exactly.
55. And at 55, you're still dealing with nonsense. So it just tells
But
me there's no growth.
there's no growth. There's no education. She she's very childish.
Hmm.
Very, very childish. She think like a kid and all that kind of. She acts like a child. She act
Hmm.
like a 20. She act like a 23-year-old. That's how she acts.
Right.
But I, what killed me was when Shirley told Nesto that she was sleeping on an air mattress. And he said, "You sleeping on an air mattress? You wouldn't even sleep on the floor with me." Did y'all hear that?
Hmm.
You wouldn't sleep on the floor with me. I'm 60 something years old and you 50 something. We sleeping on the floor together. You do that when you 19 and just move out of your mama's house.
Like, why would I want to sleep on the floor? Like when, I don't know what the situation was that they needed to sleep on a floor. If they were moving into a place and they're waiting for I wouldn't have wanted to sleep on a floor either. But I mean, okay, like Nesto's weird, but I don't I guess he was surprised to hear that she would do that, but it's like, sir, you didn't leave her $10, did you?
Nothing.
Did you leave her any money for her to be okay while you're gone?
And then she's paying all these attorney fees.
Yeah, meanwhile, he's low key ripping her off because he wants to make sure everything's paid for. So when he's anticipating she's going to cut him off or he's going to cut her off, he's going to be good because everything's going to be paid for. So he's crazy.
I cannot. And then he talking to her, Sonia, on the phone right after he get off the phone with
Yeah,
her.
that's always every call is before or after. Sonia told him back in um whenever he first got to Fulton County in September of 2022, she told him that she wanted to talk to him first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
So he calls her at like 8:30 almost every single day. He as soon as
Mm-hmm.
he's able to get on the phone and they open their cells, I guess, and he can go get to the phone or the iPads or whatever turn on, he's calling her first.
Yeah.
So he's always going to talk to Shirley second. The day that Shirley's car got seized, he had just got off the phone with Sonia. He called her first, and then Shirley's calling and saying, "Oh, okay, hey, good morning. I'm getting ready to go get my hair done. I'll call you later." They're talking. It was like a 5-minute call. And then later that afternoon is when she calls back and says, "My car got seized." But he had talked to Sonia. He probably talked to Sonia that day like 7 times.
I, it's just, and then the way he talked tonight about Shirley, he low down, dirty dog. He's, oh my God. I was just screaming. This woman is don't have a place to stay, no car, living with people. I can't even imagine that at 69.
And both
I,
of
I
them were living with people. She was living with Tasha and Ronald, and Sonia was living in a room somewhere in Florida. Talking about she has some sort of condo, but where's the condo when you're living in a room? Oh, yeah, I'm always in my room. Or, my room is decorated really nice. I just close my door and stay in my room. She
well,
she
we
had roommates or something. She either had roommates or she was living somewhere and renting out her townhouse. She probably couldn't afford to live in it.
who Sonya?
Yeah.
She ain't have no townhouse.
She said
She
she had a townhouse and she said that she was also staying in a room. Like she always mentioned being in her room. So if in fact she did own a townhouse, she wasn't living in it. She was renting it out.
girl, that girl ain't got no townhouse. She's renting a room from somebody because all she get is SSI.
Yeah, she's broke.
Yeah, she's
And she's
broke.
working over at the bar for who knows? I don't know how much they pay. I haven't done work like that since I was in college.
Yeah,
Sonia is doing jobs that college girls do.
exactly. Because that's her mentality anyway. But
She wants to be
um,
around the young girls. Yeah, she wants to be.
yes,
Sonia likes to be the older woman who people love. Sonia loves the fact that people tell her how she looks good for her age. It's
exactly.
not a flex to be up in these clubs as she is. Um,
No,
because most women who are in clubs at where she's at in life are owners. They're owners, their husband
come
own
on.
it, they're general managers, and they're pulling up in Porsches and they're making lots of money. You She's ordering alcohol and and clearing deposits. That's probably what, and I wouldn't have her over anything.
If
But yes,
she's doing that,
if she's even doing that. Yeah, she might be cocktail waitressing, who knows? She might be a
hmm
hostess.
she probably
She
is.
might be at the door seating people, doing reservations. Simply Morgan's is laughing. So yeah, she says she's in the office. That might mean she's actually a hostess.
Exactly. She ain't girl, that liar. She's a big liar. She lies about
Well,
everything.
she's lied about so much. I mean, I wanted to get over to that second live, the live she did last night, just from a standpoint. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Just from a standpoint of what is she going to lie about now? And 10 minutes in, it was like, oh, okay, here we go.
Yep.
Which here's the lie that, okay, now you're admitting to being with Nesto because you already knew that you were getting ready to be outed because the phone call, you wanted people to listen to the calls. Okay, now they're
hmm
dropping. Okay.
Yep. And then did you hear Nesto tell Shirley, um, how's that scooter you got? So he called
Okay.
her car a scooter. And she was like, it's okay. I'm gonna give it to
Give it to Sheridan.
Sheridan when I'm done with it. Do you girl, girly
I
girl,
think
girl.
he messed up and said scooter, thinking about Sonya. Because,
Probably.
Sonya has a
Yeah.
scooter. When she says, oh, I got on my scooter, or what does she call that thing? Does she call it a scooter? Her electric
Yeah,
bike?
she called it a scooter. Yep.
Yeah. I think he
I
messed
think he
up.
messed up too, because I was
Yeah.
like, scooter?
Yeah. I was
That's
like,
what
oh,
Sonya drive. I said the
when he
same
said
thing
that, I was
too,
like,
but
ooh, he messed up.
because his butt is getting old and can't remember nothing either.
Hmm.
And then the way he talked to Sonya, I would have told him, you know what? This our last call. Bye, ninja.
Well, you know what? I think if I think he wanted to set the record straight. Not that he was right. I mean, to each their own. I think he just wanted to set the record straight. Oh, you want to be my woman? Well, this is what it's like. So this is
This
what you
what
got to deal
comes
with.
with it. Because
This at
that's
least
what
is what you're gonna get. Cause
yeah,
she's
you're
she's
not getting
listened to the
nothing.
calls. Yeah, she's listened to the calls. She knows how he talks to Shirley. And
hmm
I would feel some type of way sitting up there listening to how
Come on.
patient he is with Shirley and how
Yes.
impatient he is with her.
Yep.
That would be a problem.
Yeah.
But that's on her. That's on her.
Girl, ain't no way he could have said that stuff to me, and I would have. That would have been his last call. He wouldn't have got no more calls.
Oh, I
But
think so.
I'm gonna tell you something about Sonya.
Mhm.
Sonya thinks that that's why she's asked Nesto, just like Nesto asked Shirley, where your mind at.
Mhm.
Sonya was trying to figure out where his mind was at,
Mhm.
and so she plays the game right along with him, cause she thinking when he get out, he had all that money. He had all that money before, and he gonna get it again.
Mhm.
That's what she thinking. And I'm gonna be right there for him. I'm gonna stick in there with him because she got a little SSI check and she just gonna run back and forth. She probably take the bus up to the jailhouse to see him. She get
Take a
a
lift. She might take a
$35
lift.
no, she ain't gonna take no lift. She get the senior citizen discount, and then
Oh, wow.
disability discount, bus pass for the month, and she'll go up there and see him. She's silly. Remember, that's silly Sonya. She ain't gonna do no Uber. Uh, that's big time for her.
Well, and we also know the story that she said about meeting him as he was going into the shop on Peachtree, going into the rental property. We know
Mm-hmm.
that's not true. She met him one night when he was over there to the club. He must have been, this is what I think. He was parked outside of one of these clubs that she was working at or came up from Florida. She probably brought some girls or whatever, or was one of the team and was out
Mm-hmm.
there and met him because she said they met and talked on the motor coach. And that's when she first got to meet him and get to know him. They never talked about anything. Remember that time when we met up at the, da, da, da? No, it was the
Mm-hmm.
first night I met you and we were on the coach. That's what they
Mm-hmm.
that's what they talked about when they didn't know we were listening. So that's the truth.
Yep.
There
Yep.
there is no we were on Peachtree and he was going in, like it's not going to be that cute. Maybe that's what you're going to
No.
tell somebody who's writing a movie, but that's not how it
Exactly.
happened. No. You met him over to the club. Let me just say real quick, I want to thank for two cash apps that came through. Initials LK and then also a retired combat. I'm gonna just say that. And so thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much for spoiling me. I thank you so much. You
Thank
guys
you, guys.
going out. So thank you. So but
Girl,
yeah,
this is just
it
a
was the
hot mess.
discrepancies and the lies. So absolutely. It was interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna listen to it again, or I might just wait
I
and
am too. I'm gonna
um
listen to it again too, cause there's some stuff I know I missed.
yeah, so tomorrow when we go through it, we can just kind of I already have my notes written down. So but yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Mm,
That was
mm,
pretty.
mm.
So did you feel like the thing that got me, like the main moment for me in the whole thing was when he sat up there and okay, yes, talked Shirley's business, but when he told her, because I was almost felt like I was kind of waiting for him to say it, that he was just waiting for Shirley to pay off the lawyer. I was like, my
Yes,
God, my
that's what he
God,
was doing. That low down dirty. I hope
my
Lord,
God.
please let Shirley hear this, so she'll never go back to him.
I was like,
He
I
is
think if
so
that
low
is like, he
down.
said he thinks of it as like a mortgage and
Yeah,
it's
that's what he said.
so it's valuable to him because he knows. So when he's questioning her about, did you pay? Did you make your payment? After listening to the calls, uh, side eyeing a lot of people. Well, Lamont is definitely someone to be. So, Lamont somehow, how is everything Lamont is telling Nesto, is misunderstanding and coming and like attacking Shirley like she is doing something wrong. So either Lamont is being messy or Nesto can't understand what, either way, if Lamont keeps running back information about your wife, like tell him, like, why is it that your friend keeps running back to you on your wife? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the sad part is for Shirley is that she's got Sonia over there taking stuff off her Instagram, sending it to him. Then Lamont is running her tea over to Nesto. It's like, can you tell your people to stop watching me?
Well, they were trying to keep him up,
Yeah, well,
up there.
she might need a restraining order on him and all of the people that he deals with. Like you tell your friends to stop watching me. Don't let like I
Exactly.
don't want those people watching me. Like
Yep.
Lamont seems to be like Lamont can't return a call and handle business, but you can call and run your mouth on Shirley, something that you heard that you don't even know.
Exactly.
So yeah, that was weird. But when he said he was waiting on her and then he was telling Sonia all these things. And then next thing you know, Valentine's Day, I'm going to buy you 1,000 roses, but you're mad on the phone in January talking about Shirley. But a few weeks later, you're telling her, I love you very much. Um, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I
because
can't
he
buy you.
wants that bill paid.
Yeah, he wants the bill paid.
Because he asked
Or
her, he said, "Did
also,
you pay it all off?" Did you pay the
Yeah.
whole thing? And she said, no,
Yeah. I don't have the money like that. No, and she doesn't.
no,
Like
she don't.
she might have what we feel like is a considerable amount of money that anyone should be able to handle, but with all of when you're when you're getting taxes taken out of your check at 20 and well not even 20, her tax bracket 35%, maybe even
Exactly.
40, then you got garnishments to pay. And then she's got rent, two rents,
Yeah.
expenses, all those things. I mean, she
That
probably
storage.
has a couple of $100 at the end
She's
of the
still
day.
paying on that raggedy car that's leaking oil.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's lying to Sonia to make Sonia think that the car is paid for. So he's lying to everyone. I
Yeah.
almost feel like he trash talks. This would be look if he's trash talking Shirley honest, like he really is done with her, then okay, fine. I'm not saying it's okay to do that, but I would have more respect for him if he was really done with her. What I'm not sure about is he just doing that for show? That's what, if Sonia is listening right now, that's what I would be concerned about, because is he capping or is he for real? Because at the end of the day, if Shirley can come back into his life like that and he's been capping to you, then you're even dumber than how
Exactly.
much we already think you're dumb, because he's playing you too. Like
Yeah.
that would be the confirmation he's playing you too. Because
But those kind of men don't love nobody. They
right, they
don't
don't love them
love
hoes.
nobody. They don't love them hoes.
Right.
They don't. They don't love nobody. It's all if a woman can't help him, he's not gonna be with them.
Mhm.
He's not. If he can't see her come up, even a man, if he can't see her come up, he has no emotions, no feelings like that. It's all game. He's running game. It's sad.
Mhm.
He's running game on everybody. He lies to everybody. He lies to Dion. He lies to Lamont. He lies to everybody. He's just a liar,
He's awful.
and he don't think
Mm-mm.
nobody can see his lies. Stupid. We can see it. I know
We
I
d-
can.
he's just a liar. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
he's a
he feels
liar.
like he's got everyone fooled. When he
Right.
starts talking about those fake dreams he's having, it's like, sir, stop it. He
Go away.
he's yeah.
Go
So
away. Cause
overall, did you feel like, I felt like we learned some new things. I mean, I definitely felt like, you know, we learned some things for sure. Absolutely.
yes,
What did you
we did,
yeah.
we did. We found out that he got a pimp mentality. But we kind of knew that. But when
Mhm.
I seen how he talked to her and how she back, see, he finds women whose self esteem is messed up.
Mhm.
And then he goes in real nice and calm and smooth, and then he come out like roar, a little with narcissist, however you
Mhm.
say it, narcissist. That's a little narcissist in him.
Right.
But and then but he gets in their heads. That's what he
Right.
do. That's what pimps do. They get in your head, and then they have you and narcissists do too. They
Right.
have you thinking it's your fault, and it's not even your fault. It's them. They the low down dirty ones. I pray. I'm praying for Sonia and Shirley, because they've been hoodwinked and bamboozled by Nesto. But when you
She thinks
when
she
you
wants him though. She
she
thinks
thinks
she
she
wants
do.
him.
She do. She thinks she wants him, but he don't love nobody. He don't love you, girl. Run, cause you gonna just be following. You see, he was messing with Erica, and what's the Erica had Erica acting like she was an attorney and all that stuff. He was messing with Erica. He was sleeping with Erica too.
Yeah.
And you see
Yeah,
where
they said
Erica ended up at, in jail with him. And Sonya, you gonna end up in jail with him too if you keep on messing around with him.
well, I think she's definitely going to end up on a witness list, that's for sure.
Well,
if any of this stuff happens to go to court. I think that, even if someone just calls her as someone as part of the character, either like the prosecution is as just someone who was stayed in contact with him, throughout this whole kind of ordeal, and can kind of give give some substance to the fact that Shirley was being manipulated, and then just also here's all of these cons, but there's one con, where someone didn't even realize they were being conned, and that's his wife. That's one of the four wives who the
yeah.
marriage may or may not have even been legit, because he was possibly, I mean, I could totally see the prosecution digging into him just from a standpoint of he's just not to be trusted. Like, Shirley's been with this man for X number of years, but is the marriage even valid? Then the whole time during the marriage, at least for several years, he's dealing with this person who is victim number one. Then he's dealing with this person, victim number two. Then he was dealing with this person, victim number four. Then he's, with this person or that person. And then he meets Sonia, and then, then we hear on a call that he's basically only finessing his wife because he's making plans with the mistress who said she wasn't a
Hmm.
mistress. Like, it it, it's not altogether a crime what he's currently doing, but it's
No.
going to give a jury a reason to feel like, wow, he's not to be trusted. So if he has a heavily female jury, if he gets indicted, if he has a jury of women, he's done.
Well,
He's
in
done.
California, I don't know about other states. I don't know about Georgia. If a mistress comes in a relationship and causes them to separate, you can sue that
Yeah.
mistress. I don't know. I don't know if Atlanta's like that, but I know in
We have
California
it
you can
here in
sue.
North Carolina. It's called alienation of affection.
Yes.
Actually, and I love some Fantasia, and Fantasia got caught up in a situation like that because the guy
Mm-hmm.
she was before Mr. Taylor that she's married to now,
Yep.
um, she had that situation and was unaware. It's been documented. It's been, she was unaware that the man was married, the man at the cell phone store. What Fantasia was doing with the guy, the manager at the cell phone store, we won't know. But his wife was she was mad, and she sued her. And then also another one is Nene Leaks. Nene Leaks, but
Yep.
the African guy, the designer, he lived here in Charlotte, his wife, and his shop was here in Charlotte. And the wife threatened to sue Nene for alienation of affection. So yeah, it's yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. I wish that they could file a lawsuit against everybody that do that. That's just low down.
Mhm. A mess, right?
Yeah, it's horrible. Maybe if they do that, then these women will stop messing with these married men. Probably won't stop them because they crazy anyway. But
Well, I think, yeah. I mean, if I mean, look, we've been hearing about what's been happening with Cardi B and Offset and the girl
exactly,
Jade. That woman Jade, if she is with Offset, the fact that he went to a woman who your wife had to have a situation with and legal trouble with, and that's who you're
exactly.
choosing to spend your birthday with, it's like, Cardi, please don't go back. And if you go
I
back,
hope she
like,
won't.
we're just going to watch. Like, at a certain point, sometimes we know people deserve better, but until they want better, or you know what I mean, we all we can do is just sit back.
Yeah, that's all we can do is sit
Hmm.
back and watch it.
Just
I
let
hope
them get
Shirley don't
tired.
go back. And I hope Cardi don't go back. Yeah, they gotta be the one that's
They
being
have to
sick
be
and tired of
tired.
being sick and tired.
Right.
There ain't
Right.
nothing you can do. I didn't seen it, not stars. Women go back, go back, go back.
Right.
And eventually they decide they leave. They get sick of it. And then some women never leave. I know one
They
lady that's been in a relationship for 41 years and that man's still doing the same thing.
She's not. She loves him. Look at Tamala Mann and her husband. I think, didn't he have two kids on her?
Oh girl, I didn't know that. I gotta look them
He's
up.
got two outside kids.
Mm-mm. See?
Yes. She did a whole I don't want to say it's a YouTube video, but I watched something she was giving like a testimony. I'm going to be honest, and I know she was ministering to someone out there who's dealing with that,
Yeah.
but I just feel like that is not okay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It to me that wasn't a teaching I ever needed to hear because I don't think I just think that it is okay to find that absolutely unacceptable. And women who do find themselves in that position, okay, but you are that's a very niche situation. Most women will never find themselves in that situation. And if you do run. If you do
Exactly.
run, yeah,
Two,
because
I mean,
that's
my
I
God.
would not want to normalize. Sometimes I think some of those speeches try to normalize those situations and don't yeah, we don't need to ever normalize that.
And I'm gonna say this, and I am a Christian, but a lot of times, the women in church, they the way they teach them, to hang on in there no matter what. No, mm-mm. You don't have to. That's abuse, and you don't
Mhm.
have to stay in that. That's abuse. It's mental and physical abuse. You know,
Mhm.
I just see it a lot. I see a lot of women in church take a lot of stuff that they really don't have to.
Yeah, if you guys Google, if you guys don't know about it, just look up Tamala Man. There's a couple of videos. I don't know if these are the videos. Tamala Man, she yeah, The Secret Child. They have a her husband has I feel like it's two outside kids, but it's definitely one. But they're still together celebrating 34 years of marriage and all that, but there is a child in the midst. Yeah. Mhm.
Wow.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that um you know, when I first heard that I was kind of like, wow. Me personally, like I said, I know she was ministering to someone, but it wouldn't have been me because I could not. I could not. Um
Yeah.
but yeah. But yeah,
It's
there's a lot of women that accept a lot. Now, Sonia lying about her relationship with Nesto, I don't blame her for lying, but I would never have got up on here pretending and capping the way that she has to try to shift the narrative because really it's just not a good look. I don't know how
I
she
know.
thought that she was going to get by the YouTube streets and that people were not going to figure this out and her trying to I mean the fact that she's got people who are in her live and kind of giving, you know what I mean, she's changing hearts and minds in there. But they're still not subscribing. I don't see her channel
No.
growing very much, but girl, that's her problem to solve. I'm not, you know,
But see, she
that's her
thought
business.
she thought she all this is to help Nesto. She thought that she was going to get a YouTube channel, and because she was the the topic was on him, she thought that YouTube channel was going to grow fast. It don't happen like that.
No.
She thought she was going to make money quick. I can go on YouTube and give my story and make money, and she got to go fund me for him. Y'all know she got to
I
go
don't
fund me.
I thought you weren't able to collect legal fees like that.
Well, it says in there that you can use it for a
Oh,
lawyer or
okay.
something.
Well, how much has been do you know where it is? What the GoFundMe
Ain't
is? Let me
nothing
go look
been
it up.
given. You got
I
to
want to
look
go
it up.
see.
Girl, ain't nobody
GoFundMe.
gain no money. Ain't nobody gain no money.
Let me see. This is hilarious.
Yeah, she got a GoFundMe up for him.
GoFundMe fundraiser. Uh, does she have it in the? Does she have it in? Where does she have it posted?
Sylvia just showed it. Sylvia showed it.
I mean, I'm. Let me see if I can
And it
find
has no
it.
amount. Somebody on
Let's
here
see.
probably seen it. Sylvia showed it.
Uh,
But there's no money on there.
Let's see.
And then
Ernest Williams.
she's so slick. She might get the money and run. He in jail. He can't do
I
nothing.
wouldn't put anything past her.
Oh yeah.
Um.
Oh, they say it
Oh,
got her
there she is.
picture
I
on the
I
cover. You
found it.
see
Yeah. Hold on a second.
it?
$5. There's $5. Someone named Net and Knee donated $5. Let's go on a field trip, guys. Let's hold on. I found it. This is hilarious. And she has her picture and not his. You gotta be girl. It's
Girl,
like really seriously where they do that at. Okay,
what it say? What it say?
we're getting ready.
What it say? The reason why?
Ernest Williams legal fees, and she's got herself on here. Hold on, I'm gonna show it to you guys. This is funny. I'm gonna say boo, boo. Okay, Ernest William legal fees. Sonia Durham is organizing this fundraiser. I swear, someone needs to send. This is the friends and family of Ernest Nesto Williams out of Atlanta, Georgia, and we are seeking assistance in paying for his legal fees with various cases he is innocent of. If you have additional questions, please advise Sonia Durham, organizer. And it says contact. Ew. Okay. I would love to do more, but I honestly don't trust Sonia. Oh my God. Look at the comment. This is funny.
Somebody put
Okay.
stuff in there.
It's got $5. There's a $45,000 goal. Hold on. Let me make it bigger for y'all so you can see. Let me do this.
So,
This is
oh
funny.
my God.
Someone donated $5. Okay. So $5 out of 45,000. That's the goal. She decided to put her picture, all the pictures on his Instagram, okay? But you're putting okay. So, what is this other? Okay. All right, let me go back. Okay, so they got a $5 donation and the person commented and said, I would love to do more, but I honestly don't trust Sonia and I believe Nesto is guilty of financial abuse, crimes, and he may not be in the picture with the kids, but he definitely posed, which is a crime itself. I do
Somebody
not
just
want to
did that.
I
They
don't
just
want
did
to hear that the pictures was already in the phone either. I had to send this through my fake account because I don't trust these people. So I wonder how long it's been up.
It haven't
This
been
is
up that
funny.
long.
Sonia
Cause she
is good
showed
for
that
a
earlier.
laugh. I tell you what, Sonia is funny. So yeah, I mean, hey, let her like, you know what I'm saying? Like some of these people, let them.
Oh God.
This is good. Let her do this. This is hilarious. This is some additional content for us to look at.
Girl.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, Sonia. Good for you,
Oh,
girl.
she for her man, for her man. You gotta play that song for her man.
Where is
Oh my God.
she is a whole clown. Oh my god. She is like
My man, bitch. That's it. That's it. I love that.
she is a whole weirdo. Okay. Merry Christmas,
Oh
Sonia.
my God.
Like, my God. Well, I really do. I need to go watch a little bit of her live because the one she did yesterday, I gotta watch a little bit of it just so I can report back. I'll watch it so you guys don't have to. You guys don't want to watch it, it's fine. I might watch it in members or something, and anybody who wants to tune in can watch. But that's funny. So someone donated $5 just to put a nasty comment. Well, it
Yeah,
wasn't nasty, but that's how they feel.
that's how they feel.
That's how they feel.
Oh, it's
Take the
been up for
$5
7
and
days,
go.
somebody said.
Wow. Let me
It's
go
been
back
up
and
for
see.
7 days.
So it tells you
Yeah, tell
I've
you how many days it's
never
been up.
Oh, it sure does. Yeah, it sure does.
You
Yeah,
when
it
did
sure
it say
does.
today, right? Somebody gave
Um,
that $5 today because
they
it was
gave the
nothing there.
they gave the $5 in the last 22 hours.
Yeah.
I'm surprised people hadn't reported it. There's the report button. Hold on, let me just. I'm surprised. Look. Oh, let me move this comment. Hold on. There's a report button right here. Um, but yeah, that's what they said right here. So yeah, 22 hours ago this was put up, and I have never I've come to GoFundMe just a few times. So sometimes when you're looking at the screen, you're trying to figure out like what everything is. So yeah, this was put up 7 days ago, and she
Mm,
doesn't
mm,
even
mm.
have his like Ernest Williams is from, you know, Atlanta,
Right.
Georgia, and he's been, accused of X, Y, and Z. I'm sure his victims might feel a way about this GoFundMe, and
They might report it.
yeah,
But
they
she ain't
should.
gonna get nothing. 7 days, $5. Let her keep it up.
I mean, who is like is you're confusing people with this picture? Why is your picture on here?
Girl.
I'm
Cause
gonna
it's
have
cause it's
to.
for her. Cause it's
I'm gonna have to screenshot this picture. I'm gonna use this for a thumbnail.
how much we
I'm gonna
got to
have to
go?
that
Subtract the
way she'll know
$5.
that
How much
I
we got to
came to
go?
her GoFundMe.
Oh
I'm gonna
God.
use it on the thumbnail and make her mad.
Somebody said, "Y'all, please let's donate." I ain't giving
I
Sonya
wouldn't
and
give a
Nesto my
penny.
money.
No, I wouldn't give her a
My
penny.
income is fixed, and I ain't giving them a dime.
Okay? She doesn't need anything from us.
No,
No.
she got it.
The
Oh,
the
somebody
fact
put
when
it
she
on there.
said when Nesto said something about Shirley and she turned around and said, "You want me to smack her?" I was like, "See, that's why that you don't
Mm.
God don't like ugly. It's bad enough you try to mess with her man, but now you want to try to be cute talking about you want to smack her? Oh, okay.
Smack who? Shirley?
Shirley,
What?
re-listen to the video when he's sitting up there talking about Shirley and he's kind of upset. And she said, you know how she always says some little slick stuff up under her
Yeah.
voice? She said, "You want me to smack her?" And he was like, "What?" And she's like, she's like, "Ah," like, and she said it one time. She didn't say it the second time. But yeah,
I didn't
she
hear it.
plays a lot. When you re-listen to it, you'll hear it. And when we talk about it tomorrow, I'll make sure to play it. Like, and I
Girl,
will
no.
make sure. Like, it's there. Yes. All right. Well, Auntie, it's been almost,
Okay, I
we are
enjoyed
good for
y'all.
a 2.5 hour live,
I
y'all.
know, huh? I know.
I gotta set the egg timer to get off here in an hour.
You coming
But
in? You coming in the morning? Or no?
I think so. Yeah, I had a doctor's appointment the day before yesterday, and
Uh huh.
Farah had one this morning. So I kind of knew, and then we ended up outside for most of the day. So we had stuff to do. And
Oh.
so yeah, and then I kind of got tired. I never even went to Love Lies and Lace Fronts today. So they are waiting on me over there. I got to get there first thing in the morning, and then I'll come over here. So
Okay.
but yeah, I when I watched the video and heard what they were I said, I already know I got to. And then I started getting some alerts.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, who's going live? I got.
Zoom meeting. I needed to go ahead and hurry up and up the fire up StreamYard and report to the YouTube streets. So I said, let me go ahead and come on. Let
This
me
was
go ahead
good.
and
This was
come
good.
on. Yeah, I'm
Phone
glad we
call
had a
from
chance to
prison
talk
did a
about
good
it
job.
tonight. Because I don't know that I could have really watched the video again tonight. I can do it
Right.
tomorrow, but yeah, like twice back to back, it would have been too much for me. But I'm glad we got a chance to talk about it because then tomorrow we can just kind of laugh about the video. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's a mess.
Okay.
Anyway,
Thank you for having me
you
on.
take care, absolutely, and
Take
everyone take
care.
care. Thank you for everyone who stayed in the whole time. Thank you.
Yes.
For everything. You guys are so much fun. We'll talk tomorrow afternoon. I'm gonna try to do lunchtime tomorrow. I'll know better in the morning what the day is gonna look like. I heard about TD Jakes, girl. Oh my goodness.
That's too
I'm
much.
not I'm kind of not
I,
surprised, but
yeah, I ain't putting my
he's
mouth
a
on that
man,
till it come out.
and I don't mean he's a man like as in that's what men do. I just mean
Right,
he's human.
right.
He
Yeah, he did.
is out here doing the most like everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So everyone is he's got the
Well,
gift.
I
So
tell you, whatever you do in the dark gonna come out in the light.
yeah,
You don't
you're
get
not going
away
to
with
sit up
it.
there and have that audience and call on God and tell people what to do without being exposed because to whom much is given, much is required. I'm not going to be get corny with it, but at the end of the
It's true.
day, if you are going to be out here in front of the people, and think that you're going to get away with lying to people and deceiving people and having one life and living another,
Yeah,
especially when people feel like you are making the sacrifices to do all of the things. Yeah, you'll be exposed. It'll something will trip you up at some point. So it's just
yeah.
better to try to live your life as clean as
Try to stay
possible or step
clean. Yeah.
down.
Try
Yeah,
to
I mean,
stay
you can be an
clean.
inspiration to people without trying to be a example. Everyone doesn't have to be an example, but you can
That's
still be
true.
inspirational. But if you're going to stand up and make a career out of being a example and inspiration, that's a very heavy load, and a lot of people can't handle that. And if you want to live your life a certain way, then I suggest not doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's a little too much. If you want to be over at Diddy's parties, you might not want to be leading a church. And when I saw the video of Tyler Perry laying hands on Bishop TD Jakes, I was like, "Oh my god." I was
Mm.
like, "Really?" And anyone has I mean, it's not that Tyler Perry can't lay hands on TD Jakes, but I was like, "I'm so glad I almost went to visit the Potter's house one time in my life. I was in
Mhm.
Dallas and that's where my friend her family went to church. We got there too late. So we missed church that day. And
Yeah.
I was thinking when I was watching that today, I'm like, I'm so glad I never walked into that church. Because sometimes you just don't need to be in certain places. And I'm
Yeah.
glad I never even walked in the doors.
Yeah. Well,
So, you know.
I don't put my mouth on the man of God until it come out. You know what I'm saying?
It seems like it's coming out now. I mean, look, he doesn't have to come and do any type of admitting or anything like that. But, I think a lot of people had a hard time believing Eddie Long and everybody else. And it's unfortunate. If what they're saying is true, um, his daughter is well positioned to take over the church. So
Oh
it'll be
yeah.
fine.
Oh yeah. Sarah, yeah,
Yeah.
she can do it.
And,
She definitely can.
it'll
She
be all right.
definitely can.
It might be
Yeah.
time for him to go ahead and go on over to the vacation home with his wife and have a seat because
Yeah.
they're dragging him right now.
I know. I seen it.
Yeah,
It's really bad.
interesting. But yeah, okay. Well, I could talk to
Okay.
you forever.
I
You
know.
have
I
a
love
wonderful
y'all.
evening.
I
I
I
know. I
love
love
your
y'all
show.
too. And
Okay.
happy holidays. Happy
Same to
holidays.
you.
And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
Okay. Bye,
Okay.
guys.
All right. Bye, Auntie. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Guys, this was so much fun. I had such a good time tonight. I'm so glad we took some time to talk about the situation. And we'll get into the video tomorrow. So if you guys still want to do the video tomorrow, we'll do it somewhere like around lunchtime. I just need to see what my schedule is going to be, but we will definitely get into it. And I know there's other stuff that we want to be talking about. And then also, I'm going to do the live unboxing. You guys sent me a few things, so I want to show you what I got. I did get a very lovely item that I did open. I wasn't sure what it was. And it's like a little plexiglass. I guess it's an ornament. It's so sweet, but I think I'm going to just put it on something, some sort of a holder, and put it in my office because I don't want to just look at this once a year. And it's like a little painted on woman sitting looking out at the sky and a little dog with some wings on it that says I miss you. And so I guess that's supposed to be me, and it says I miss you, and the dog is saying I'll always be with you, and it says Fran and little mama, and it says you were my favorite, hello, and my hardest goodbye. So such a sweet gift. So whomever it was that sent me that, I don't see a name on any. There's some like little cards in the box, and I there's no name on the envelope. But whoever sent that to me, thank you so much. That's just so special. But I'll show you guys tomorrow. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening, and thank you for everything that you guys do. And I just hope that you guys are enjoying the holidays and getting to spend some time with family and make like good food and enjoy going to church and all the things that you guys do during the holidays, seeing friends and family, and or just chill and get to stay up late and do stuff like listen to your favorite live streams and stuff like that. So I hope that you are enjoying everything to the fullest. And we will get back up into Shirley and Nesto on tomorrow, and this whole love triangle debacle nonsense. So anyway, guys, take care, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Okay, bye.